Hey, welcome back to Snapball Games. My name's Max, and I'm back with another Vintage Cube draft. This time, it's going to be a Vintage Cube Live 64 player elimination draft. What this is, you needed an entry token to get into this. It's 64 players, starts with 8 pods where everybody drafts. And then if you win your pod, you get to do a second draft. And if you win that draft, you win the whole thing. If you win this whole thing, if you get first out of 64 players, that gets you an entry to one more event. And then it's 8 players in that event. If you win that draft, you get an invite to Vegas. That's what we're doing here. The last video I just released on my channel was the draft that led into this one, where I had to go 4-0 to get the entry token. And here's our pack one, pick one in front of us. So we didn't open any power. You really want to see power in these like 64 player drafts. We opened a really good card though in Urza. Other options would be Time Twister, could just take a land, but these are worse than fetch lands. I don't think anything else really competes with Urza. Teferi is good, but not as good as it used to be. Green Sun is pretty decent. Retrofitter is good. We most likely will not wield this. Wield this. This pack's pretty weak. But I'm going to take the Urza here and we'll see where we go from there. I like Urza a lot. This is a kind of a little trick you can do too on Magic Online. You just take a picture of your pack one, pick one, and then on the wheel you can just pull up the photo of the cards that were here, and then you can see the other. You can see the card. You obviously know the card you took, and then you can see the other 7 cards that were taken, just to kind of give you a better idea of what's going on in the draft. All right. Now this is interesting. There's a lot of good options here. There's Verdant Catacombs, which is a fetch land. There's Fractured Identity, really strong card, and there's also a Johnny. It's really good to be like an artifact-based deck if you had Urza. Obviously, it makes Urza a lot better. But I don't really want to take Thopter Foundry, and I don't want to take. I mean, there's nothing else to really take here. So I could take a Johnny. I could take Fractured Identity. I think it's between these over Verdant. Johnny's really, really good. I just don't know if it's better than Fractured. Either way, I'm taking a white card if I do that. I think I'm going to try the Johnny. I think I'm going to take the cheaper card here. This is just really hard to deal with. It's just an insane rate. You get 3 power, 3 toughness for 2 mana spread out over 2 bodies. There's a lot of combos with it. You can sack the cat token in order to flip the Ajani. So there's a lot of good stuff you can do with it. Okay, pick 3. Haven't loved how this draft has started, but these are 2 good cards, so we're still pretty wide open. I have 1 blue card, 1 white card. I think now's a good time just to take a blue and white land, and then if blue and white cards keep coming to us, then we can just keep taking these cards. Other good cards in the pack are like Shinobi is pretty strong. There's the Zagoth Triome. There's Channel. Don't really want to go into Channel right now, I don't think. So I think I'm just going to take the land and go from there. All right. Pick 4. Wow. What? I just looked up at the pack. I was looking over at OBS and then looked back at the screen and I saw Watery Grave. I was like, okay, we could take Watery Grave. And then there's a 4th pick Mana Vault. I think this card just doesn't get enough respect. This card is almost as good, in my opinion, as the other pieces of power. It's not as good as Mox or Soul Ring, obviously, but it's like the next tier down from all those cards. So either this pack was absolutely insane or people don't like Mana Vault, but it's exactly what we want. It allows you to just, like, you can play Urza on turn 2. You can just play a 5-drop on turn 2 pretty easily. And there's a lot of combos. You can untap it with other cards that do that. So yeah, slamming Mana Vault, not close. That's a pretty big gift to get 4th here. Okay. There's a couple of good options here. There's this Godless Shrine. There's Kappa Cannoneer. This kind of goes with our Urza and our Mana Vault. There's also Phantasmal Image and Mox Opal. Mox Opal is like the most all in on going artifacts, but it's also really powerful. Kappa could even still wheel, especially if the artifact deck is open. And I don't even necessarily like Kappa all that much. I'm going to kind of spec on the Mox Opal because I do want to go into the artifact deck. I like to be blue based, I like to have white in these decks. I'm pretty well set up to try for this deck. And I'm going to kind of somewhat try to shoot the moon here and just like assume I can get into this deck and then go from there. And it might not work out. Okay, there's Esper Sentinel, which is also an artifact, but there's also Portal. Really good card with Tinker, and maybe we could just cast it. There's also Upheaval. I guess while Esper Sentinel is not that good, it's a 1 mana artifact. It goes with Mox Opal, and it goes with our plan. Yeah, it works with Urza actually. And I wonder if I should take Esper Sentinel for that reason. I think I should. I think I should take Esper Sentinel over Portal and Upheaval. I don't think it's Steam Vents. I don't think it's anything else. I would normally take one of these other cards, but with how this is looking, I think I'm going to take the Esper Sentinel here. All right, now we have another interesting pick. We can take the Mightstone and Weakstone, take Timeless Dragon, can take one of these blue flyers or Mother of Runes. You know what? I'm actually kind of liking taking Mother of Runes. It's just a really, really good card. It goes well with what we have so far. And since we have a Johnny Esper Sentinel now, taking Mother of Runes, we could just potentially ignore Mox Opal Urza Archive and go into Mono White if it happens to be super open. I think that's better than taking Mightstone and Weakstone because now by taking Mom, we can just play it no matter what. It's really good. And then we can go into artifacts or we could go into like a white base deck too. Okay. Not going to regret too much, I don't think, if I miss out on the Mightstone and Weakstone, but I'm just going to take a Soul Guide over Cathar Commando here. Maybe I should take this and try to go into Mono White, but I think I'd rather take the Soul Guide Lantern and go into the artifact base deck still. I think Soul Guide's good. All right, this is our opening pack. So we can see Time Twister gone, Green Sun gone, Archangel Elspeth is still here, Teferi gone, Blood Crypt is gone, Rabble Master gone, Kamano's still there, Scrapwork gone, Retrofitter gone. Retrofitter gone is bad, but bad sign, but it's not too surprising. I'm still just going to take Rafine's Tower here. I don't think I want Archangel Elspeth necessarily. I'd rather have the blue-white land. All right, I'll take a Battle Ball over the Brain Freeze now. Again, we're still pretty well set up to be an artifact deck. Maybe we get Tinker. All right. Yeah, Blade's Place makes an artifact too, and it's just a fine card. We'll take it here. Lorenz and white looks pretty open. Blue, we have one blue card. So it's possible we don't even get to play this Urza depending on how things go, but we'll see. There's the Kappa. Okay. Maybe the artifact deck is fairly open and I'm blanking on the name, the artifact from our opening pack that makes 1/1s and Saxthopters and all that just got taken by somebody who liked it. Okay, nice. Portal came back. I was hoping that would happen. That's pretty lucky and that's a good sign. Now we just really want Moxes and Soul Ring and that sort of thing. And also apologize for this horrible glare. Still figuring things out at the new house. So we'll see. But yeah, this pack went fine for us. We don't know if this Mox Opal is going to work out, but we have a bunch of cheap artifacts. We have Urza, Kappa, Battle Ball, Portal. Tinker is really good for us now. Hopefully we can find that. Again, no power here. There's a 1 mana artifact and currency converter. There's other good cards in the pack of like Dak Faden and maybe Golos. There's also Days. I think other than those cards mentioned, there's nothing I would take. I think I'm just going to take the colorless 1 mana artifact here. And I don't need. I like to be base blue in these decks, but I can just be blue white. I already have 2 blue white lands. I can still cast Urza. You can often play just like a fair number of basics and get by in these artifact decks too. So I'll just take the currency converter and go from here. Okay, wow. There's a bunch of really good options here. Best card in the pack is Shieldred, I think not close. I don't think we should take it. I think there's Shelldock, Winds of Abandon, Prismatic Vista, or Dismember for us. Maybe Dismember. I used to always take Shelldock. Maybe I should still. We have already Battle Ball Portal that hopefully we're going to be able to find the Tinker. And then we have big stuff we can play, and then those are good with Shelldock too. This is just a pretty nice card. It's a land. Prismatic Vista's good for our fixing. And Dismember is just a great removal spell. I think it's between those, and somebody's going to be happy with their Shieldred. I think I'll take a Shelldock. Oh wow. Okay, we have to take Tinker here. This just basically like show and tell's not good, but this is like a good version of show and tell where you're a Tinker deck, you have this card that you can play on turn one sometimes, so often turn two or turn three. That's like if it resolves, you win the game, and it just gives your deck this other angle of attack. So I really like Grim Monolith. This is actually my favorite card in Magic. Just really like the art, and I used to love to go turn two Monolith, turn three 6-drop. You don't take that line as much, but hopefully we'll get Ballista or Grim Monolith back out of this pack. But yeah, Slamming the Tinker, I've mentioned it already like 4 times, and now can't. I don't think I can pass it up. All right, wow, this is really bad for us. The Time Twister also got taken out of our pack one pick one, so I don't necessarily want to try to take Fastball and splash it or anything. I don't know if I want Giver of Ruins also. I could take it. I could take Inspiring Advantage in case there's like a fourth Aerlingus we get or something. I think Mother of Runes is a lot better than Giver. And this deck doesn't necessarily want Mother of Runes. I mean, could play it easily. It's just good enough. But again, I just want mostly artifacts. I'll just take this as a way we can potentially splash another color. All right. Our options here, Guide of Souls. White is still relatively open. There's Snapcaster Mage, Spelljacker, Talisman, Sensei, Divining Top. I think the cards that we could take. Talisman does seem pretty decent. Same with Snapcaster Mage. If we get lucky and get an Ancestral or a Time Walk, it'd be really nice to have that. I don't think it's Spelljacker. I think it's Top, Talisman, or Snap. I think I want to just take the 1-mana artifact. It's good with Tinker. It's good with Mox Opal. We're really building up our 1-mana artifacts. Good with Urza. Good with Kappa Cannoneer. Just like our deck's really coming together synergy wise. So I think I should just keep going down this route. Okay. I mean, I could just take and play Bullets of Citadel. It's a really good thing to tinker out. I won't be able to hardcast it, most likely, but it's really powerful. I mean, I already have Battle Ball though, so like if I'm like turn two tinkering, am I gonna want to get Citadel over Battle Ball? Probably not. So I could take also Venser or Chalice. I think I'm gonna take Chalice and maybe wheel the Bolus Citadel. If I wheel it, I might play it. But because I already have 2 Tinker targets, I don't think I need the Bolus Citadel. Plus just putting it on Castable in my deck. I'll just take the Chalice. Could take Mana Tithe, but I think I'll take the Lava Spur Boots in case I'm lucky enough to get Urza Saga. We don't have to play this Boots, but we could. It's fine with like just all of our creatures, with our construct from Urza, with Kappa, with It's actually really good with Kappa, and it's good with like pretty much everything else we have. So maybe just play it anyway. All right. I would want Batterskull. We could pick up a Stoneforge if we were lucky enough, but I really like Karn in these decks. Plus, we have Mana Vault, we have Mox Opal Chalice, so we have a lot of ways to get Karn out quickly, and we have so many cheap artifacts. The Karn structs from this Karn are just massive, so it's exactly the card we want. There was also the Thopter Sword combo. I think from our opening pack, we could have gone into that, but definitely taking Karn. Obviously, if we're lucky enough to get Academy, that would be real nice too. This deck seems so open that we may get that lucky in pack three, but we'll see. I'll take the Golos. Right now, not playing it, I don't think, but we certainly could. All right, Sam, Crucible, Winds of Abandon, Cauldra. Winds of Abandon is a pretty decent removal spell, but I'm going to take the Cauldra. If we get a Stoneforge, that's another angle our deck has. And depending on how our mana acceleration looks, we could just play a Cauldra too. All right, Ballista came back. We'll take that. There was another good artifact. This was the pack with Tinker. I'm blanking on what it was. But we'll just be happy enough taking our Ballista. I don't think we can play anything here. I'll just hate a Peatland, I guess. I don't think we're playing Steel Syrup, but we could side it in. I mean, damn, we could side it too, just as a Wrath. Okay, power, please. Black Lotus, Soul Ring. Also take an Ancestral or Time Lock. The best cards. Okay, nice. Off-color Mox, Slam. Now I'm just really liking the deck. Everything just continues to fall into place. I like our other decisions we've made also, just to try to get like more synergy, not taking the Winds of Abandon. Just we're just really focused trying to do our artifact thing, and I think that's a good place to be. See who's in this draft with us. Didn't check. We have Punishing Waterfalls. Nobody else I really know. Other good cards in the pack. Bobble for us. Bobble, Stern Scolding, Map. Hopefully we'll get one of those. Especially if we get an Academy and get Map back, that would be sick. All right. There's Mox Diamond. There's Remand. There's Colonnade. I think it's only one of those. There's also like Wheel of Fortune and Tomb in the package, just good cards. But for us, I think it's Remand, Mox Diamond, or Colonnade. We have two blue white lands right now, no fetches. The fetches are so contested in these more competitive cubes. Kind of leaning towards Mox Diamond. I really like Remand, but this is just more of our plan, especially with the synergy of Karn, Tinker, Urza, Kappa, Mox Opal, everything. It just is exactly what we want. 0-mana artifact that can accelerate us. Take the Mox Diamond. Wow, Ragavan. Ragavan, Lotus Petal, Council's Judgment, I guess Ledger Shredder. I don't think we're going to take it. I think we're taking Lotus Petal and playing it. If we just get Academy in the next pick or two, that is just going to send this deck over the top. Culture Complete looks like it's not getting in there at the moment. Ragavan, best card in the pack. It's not worth it to take it though. We don't have that much white right now. Our white is really just like a Johnny, and then we have a couple other like playable white cards. but I still think I want to just take Lotus Petal over Ragavan. We don't have that much red fixing also, so I'd have to like abandon white for Ragavan. But if Johnny's so good as it is, I don't think that's worth it. Nice. Nice. Obviously would love Palace Jailer. Would love Time Warp, but I've pretty much gotten everything I've asked for in this draft so far. I have a piece of power in Mox. I have Mana Vault, which is almost another piece of power. And then I have Tinker. I have Tolarian Academy now. I have Urza. So I have pretty much everything that goes into this deck. So this is a really good version of the deck. I have good Tinker targets. Now I can just play Golos to get Academy with. Could potentially activate Golos as well off just like Mox Opal, Mox Diamond, Lotus Petal. I don't think I'm playing Vantage. Oh wow, there's a Shorikai. Do I take that over Manifold Key? There's also a Cryptic Coat. I don't think it's Jace. I think it's Shorikai. Shorikai is really good, and we can make a lot of mana. So yeah, just gonna take it and play it. Good card. Urza Saga, late Urza Saga would be so sweet. All right, Solitude, best card here. I don't think we quite have enough white cards. We have 6 white cards. We're just never going to be able to evoke Solitude. So it's just a memory lapse. It's fine. We can play that. Vault-Born Tyrant going pretty late here too. Card's good. All right. Skydiver and Assault Monolith are both good, but I think we want the fixing from this blue-white talisman. Plus, it's just like maybe as good in our deck as Assault Monolith is anyway. Shahili makes artifacts too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One card comes back out of this pack. It'll probably be like Tribal Flames or Bloodghast. Memory Jar could be good in our deck too, but yeah, I'll take the Talisman. All right, I'll play this Chromatic Star too. It's great. We're gonna have to make some cuts. Probably cut this Mother of Ruins. Can cut Cauldra. I don't think we need that. Yeah, well, oh wow, and map came back too. Nice. Not sure how many lands we're actually gonna play here. Right now, this is only 13 lands though, so we have to make some more cuts. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Definitely want map. Nice, and Colonnade came back. Take that. We could play Zerta. I don't think we can companion it. We definitely can't. But we also don't have the Basalt Monolith to make infinite mana with it. I could have taken the Basalt hoping to get the Zerta back. I didn't think about it at the time. Probably not worth it. Just take this. Honestly, at this point too, we could just cut like a lot of the white cards to try to have better mana. Like, what if we don't need to play Lauren, even though it's good. Can cut Mother of Ruins. Can cut Lauren. Can side it in. And then right now, this is 14 land. Mox Ruby. Yeah, the Bloodghast, the last card. Okay, but yeah, we got, again, pretty much everything we want for this archetype. Can cut the Lava Spur Boots, even though it's a 1-mana artifact. I don't think we need that. Definitely playing the Battle Ball. I guess we can just finish the build in here, even though it's a little more difficult. You have to wait for all 8 drafts to finish. So we have 3 blue-white lands and a talisman. So that's already a fair amount of double sources. So I think this is actually the build. 15 land Mox is like 16 land, but then we also have Mox Opal, Mox Diamond, Lotus Petal, Mana Vault. That's so many mana sources. This might even be too many mana sources, but I want to play like enough actual lands too, because this is 15 land, 16 land basically, and then you can kind of count. You can't really count Mox Diamonds, more of like a spell, but you can count Mox Opal as a land too. So that's 17 lands. 17 land, and then a lot, like these are all mana sources, and then this is a cantrip. Yeah, I think this is the deck. And then how many islands versus plains do we play? This is what I mean is in this deck also, where I was like, you can just play like basics and you're fine on mana a lot of times. It's kind of what you're seeing here because we don't even have that many cards that cost any color at all. We do have Esper Sentinel, which we'd like to play early, and we have Urza. So we're going to want to play more islands than plains. So maybe 6-4. That gives us 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Blue sources, that's like infinite. And then how many white? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still a lot of white sources. I think 6-4 sounds good. We could just go 5-5, but I think I'm going to go. We have a Johnny too. I think I want to just make sure to be able to cast Tinker and Urza. I think I'm just going to go 6 islands, 4 plains, and that's the deck. I'll see you in round 1. So I'm here in deck building now. I haven't changed anything. I actually went to add basic lands and it recommended 6 islands, 4 plains. So that's what we expected. It's what we wanted to do anyway. So it's surprising we got it right for once. The only thing I'm thinking of is should I cut Blade Splicer, play Lava Spur Boots to have another cheap artifact, but I think I actually want the Blade Splicer. Could potentially side in Boots if I want like basically more hasty stuff, but I don't have that many creatures. Another option instead of cutting Blade Splicer would be just to cut a Johnny because we basically have no synergy with it. But I think it's just a good enough card that I think we just want to play a Johnny. Don't think we need to play Mother of Ruins, and then we have some reasonable options to side in with like Mother of Ruins, Lauren. Um, we could even side in Steel Seraph against aggro potentially. Maybe add another planes. I don't think we're playing Zerda. So we got some options, and I'll see you in round 1. All right, welcome to round 1. We're against Danny Foster. Danny Foster's on all good to 6. I'm gonna keep this hand. This draws nothing insane for our deck, but looks totally fine. Haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. Might lead Sheldock on 1. I want to like play Chalice on 1 if I can. We'll see. I'd like to get Sheldock down though. Maybe we can get a turn 2 Blade Splicer going. We might have to play Chalice on 0 for that. We can also just maybe leave up Memory Lapse. I don't think we want to try to leave up Memory Lapse on 1 by going Island Lotus Petal. Oh wow, wow. They already have an Archon in the graveyard. They hit it off the Surveil. I don't really want to Lotus Petal away my. I don't want to sack my Lotus Petal just to Memory Lapse. If they put this into play next turn, obviously we could lose. But I think playing Island, slowing us down that much, is just too detrimental. Obviously would have loved to hit the portal here too. Wow. Take the Tinker. They're just gonna put Archon into play. They're just slamming. Oh my god. Brutal. It's not like memory lapsing would have really saved us here anyway. We don't even have that much removal in our deck. I think we're just discarding Portal. I was thinking, is there any way I can get up to casting it, but I don't think so. This is going to be tough for sure. So just go land, Chalice on one, Lotus Petal, Mox Opal. I could play Blade Splicer, but then I just have to stack the Splicer or the 3/3 to the Archon, so I'd rather wait. We get hit for 8. We have to discard a card. Wonder if I discard Blade Splicer. Probably not. Man, if we were on the play, this whole game would look different because we could have memory lapsed to Animate Dead. Just turn 2 Archon on the play off the Surveil. It was brutal. All right, I'll lapse this. Might as well. Okay, well, we can play our cards. We can flip the Ajani, but I think we're also just going to be dead. I guess they can kill the Ajani with the Blood Tithe. We have a Soul Guide Lantern in our main deck too. Just Pyrokinesis, so this essentially kills us. What they pitch? Boulder and Epicure. Oh, this does kill us. Yeah. That was a draw from our opponent, huh? That was a surveil. Okay, we're fine. Definitely don't want Lauren. I don't think we want Flicker Wisp or any of this stuff. We could have a Lava Spur Boots because they're a reanimator. Like, I don't know if a Blade Splicer really matters against them. I'll just play another cheap artifact and have a quicker clock with Boots rather than Blade Splicer. I think this is better. We could also side out the Ajani over the Blade Splicer because this at least makes an artifact. Johnny's not necessarily like blocking their stuff that well, but I still think Ajani's good enough. If they're gonna like put an Archon in and we already have an Ajani in play, we can just sack the cat, flip, pick another cat, go from there. Let's go game 2. We got this. These can be over real quick potentially, but I think our deck's really good, so we can have more explosive draws than that for sure. All right, game 2, we're on the play. Yeah, Tim looks really good. We already have the Golos, so we can't mana vault for it. Or we already have the Golos, so we can't Golos for Academy is what I meant to say. But we'll be all right. Let's keep. We have a turn 2 Golos here. We could also just play a huge Walking Ballista, but I think just playing the early Golos is better. That's what I'm gonna do. Do we have turn 2 Golos with Memory Lapse up? Well, they also have, they do have Thoughtseize in their deck, but I think what I do is go Island, play Lotus Petal, play Mana Vault, pass. Wait a second. Can I do anything else? No, not really. We obviously don't want to see turn one Thoughtseize, but if they have it, we can just play a huge Ballista too. Okay, they keep a card on top. So now I can go Golos, leave up Memory Lapse, and this should be. Oh, and I can play Soul Guide Lantern too. Wow. Oh, then this is not doing it this way. It's not leaving up Memory Lapse. So maybe I just messed up. Still think I just do this. Should take my time here though. No reason to go fast. Colonnade or Shelldock. Pretty far from Shelldock. I think we just Colonnade, get white mana too. Could also Archive, but I think I'd rather have the threat. Now next turn, I think I will untap Mana Ball, leave up Lapse, and then the turn after that play Ballista. Dismember the Golos. What is this? Yeah. So last turn, if I had just gone, don't play Soul Guide Lantern, I could have tapped Mana Vault and Academy, left up Lapse for this, but I don't really care about this getting dismembered, I don't think. So I think my line that I took was fine. I have more mana now. See what, I guess I have to untap this now, so I'd have to tap Island Academy because we lost an artifact. Okay, I'll untap it. Yes. Tap. There's Portal. Okay, nice. So I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can just cast Portal next turn potentially. And then I can bring back Golos. I can start bringing back their creatures. So hopefully they can like just put a random creature into play that my Portal kills. Best case for us, that we don't need to memory lapse anything. Ooh, they might have stage depths. Voidwalker. That's fine. I'm just gonna cast this. Yeah, they have Urborg stage depths probably. It's pretty scary for us. No. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can play Chalice on 0 to go up to 10 mana with Academy. I can play Chalice on 1 and still cast Portal because I use 2 mana, so I go down to 7. But then this adds 1 mana and Academy adds 1 mana. And if I play Chalice on 2, I cannot do it, right? Then I have 2, 3, 4, 8 mana. Yeah. So I guess play Chalice on 1, play Portal is my line. Let me make sure I can do it. I'm gonna have 1 from this, and I have 1 floating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Okay. Cast the multi-kicker 1. I go 5 mana, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. We still have the Soul Guide Lantern if we need. Then next turn, bring back Golos. Maybe I leave my Mana Vault tapped next turn because I have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so yeah, that's probably right. I can also just bring back Dothy, so they can't put anything in their graveyard. Hex Mage. Okay, so they definitely have depths. Their deck looks sweet too. What do I bring back? Dothy or Golos? I already have Soul Guide Lantern, so I think I'm safe to bring back Dothy. I mean, I think I'm safe to bring back Golos. Then I think I'll get an Archive here. I guess now I could get the Shelllock, but I may want to attack with Colonnade. Let's graveyard this. Let's think about this for a second. We have 5 artifacts in play, 6, 7, 8 mana. Yeah, so I can already Ballista for 3 and then have Memory Lapse up. So it's graveyard. It's not pay. Take 1. We drew planes anyway. Play planes. I want to kill this Hex Mage now so they can't just go depths. Use the Hex Mage, save the stage. I don't know if that matters too much, but 5, 6. Just do it for 6, leave up Lapse. I think we lose this game if they just draw and play a depth. That's how we could lose. Just kill this now. I don't think I need to kill Blood Tithe Harvester now. Just pass the turn. They're probably just looking for the depths. The good news is Memory Lapse is so good in these situations where you get to time walk them. Also pretty safe. Oh wow. I get to get back Carnage Interpreter, make 4 clues, and then have 1,000,000 mana and draw 1,000,000 cards. I think I'm going to do that. I think that's better than having Lapse up. Seems good to me. Now I get so much mana with my Academy. I think I'm going to say no to this. There's a Shorakai. So now I can just play and activate Shorakai this if I have 1 or fewer cards in hand. So I get 10 mana. I wonder if I just don't want to play Shorakai and just want to start putting counters on Ballista. I think playing the Shorakai seems better. I can put the leftover counters on Ballista. I think I can just Kappa here as well. And I get a counter on it. I can start cracking clues, but honestly, I don't think I want to. Do I want to activate Colonnade or put counters on Ballista? Can't attack with it right now anyway. I think I want to just smash with Colonnade. Maybe I should just attack with the Ballista too, because if they trade here, maybe that's fine. Maybe I should just keep it for next turn. All right, we're just gonna go chump. Now we can probably kill them even if they merit large right here. Yeah. Okay. That was more like our speed for our deck. And we have some good hate. We have the Soul Guide Lantern, which is huge. We don't have the Urza Saga, but do I want to play this Wrath of God? I don't think so. They have a fair amount of creatures. They have Epicure, they have Voidwalker, they have Blood Tithe. I think I want to just run it back. Again, I like this matchup for us. I think I like the Lava Spur Boots too. Just want to draw Mana Vault somewhere. We could have some like insanely broken draws of like Mox Ruby, Mana Vault, Academy, 5-drop on turn 1. We could probably even have potentially better stuff than that even. Okay, let's go game 3. We got this. All right, this hand, they mulligan to 6. This hand's not exciting. But I kind of think I should keep because I have a turn 1 Esper Sentinel, which can be really annoying for them. Maybe this isn't good enough and my deck is just more powerful than this. Like here, I'm just going like 1-drop into 1-drop tap land. But I have a top to find what I need. If I find Academy, it's insane. If I find Soul Guide Lantern, I'm good. I'm gonna keep. The turn 1 Esper Sentinel is like what's making me keep the hand. Maybe it's a mistake and I should try for a better hand because our deck is so good. But we're also playing against an opponent with Thoughtseize, and we have a good 1-drop. We have plenty of stuff to do. We can hit some lamp drops. We can make more mana. We can do a lot. This opponent gonna keep. They mulligan to 5. Okay. The Reanimator decks are really powerful, as we saw in game 1, turn 2 Archon, but they're also pretty inconsistent, not only with mulligans, but like with the cards that they draw throughout the game. A lot of times you draw halves of the combo, and it can be pretty tough to make work. All right. Do not Surveil an Archon twice, please. Okay. They put on top. Untap land is good. I guess they can always just play spells through this, but if we get to start drawing, that's really good for us. Thoughtseize pay? Sure. I don't care too much about this. This is also why I kept this hand, because I knew they had Thoughtseize in their deck. And I was thinking, don't really want to mulligan against a Thoughtseize deck. Take Currency Converter, not the top. That's good. Okay. Now I want to just Chalice on 1, play top, go from there. If I draw Island, I get to Shark Eye next turn. They're not really that close to reanimating anything right now, which is also good. Now we need to stop on our upkeep for top. I don't think we want to actually spin on upkeep quite yet. All right, they have to take Ballista with that, luckily. Because if they take Shark Eye, I just Ballista kill this. So I'm not going to spin on my upkeep. Island? Golos. Okay, we can spin now. Maybe we find Academy. We do. Nice. So now we can just draw Academy. Then we have 4 mana. So then we can still only play Shorikai, but that's still obviously a huge hit. So we'll put Mox Diamond to last, then Star, then Academy, then draw, then play Academy, play Shorikai. I think I don't need to attack. They probably can't block, but I'd rather keep my artifact count up, and they're on 2 mana, so Esper Sentinel's pretty annoying for them. If they have like a 2-drop they want to play, they might need to let me draw a card. I guess they weren't blocking anyway. Blood Tithe, sure. Okay, so now we know we're drawing Chromatic Star. I think I'm fine to just draw that, and then I can shuffle away the Mox Diamond with Golos. Oh no, we're drawing top, obviously. And then Mox Diamond's our next card. Still think we want to just go play top, then play Golos, just ignore the Chromatic Star, we don't need it. Play top, it's free with the Academy. Then 4 or 5 mana, play Golos, and then I can spin after Golos, or I can activate Shorikai. I guess I'm going to be activating Shorikai. Use the ability, yes. I think we want Colonnade again. We're going to be drawing cards and playing spells now, though. Could even get Shelldock at this point, because I have the Shorikai. We're going down to 28 cards, and we're going to draw 2 down to 26. We're pretty close to just like Shelldocking. Okay, let's just get it. Soul Guide Lantern or Lava Spur Boots? Probably Boots. It is tempting to Lantern so I don't get reanimated on though. Maybe I don't need the Boots to kill them fast. Because if I am able to cast Lantern, I'll just win that way. Take Lantern. Not sure about that one either. They might Blood Tithe kill the Esper Sentinel, but nothing I can do about that. Just going to start activating this. Did I not play a land last turn? Should have just activated. I was going to discard this, but I should have activated probably on my turn. Dismember the Golos. And then they're going to pay for Esper Sentinel, and then attack for 3. That's fine. We just have so much mana from this Academy. Yeah, they take their whole turn, and then they attack with both. Yeah, they're just going to kill this. They should have done it before. Okay, now they want to attack. I don't want to trade Esper Sentinel and token for Blood Tithe. I think I can just take damage. It's fine. Still going to be at 15. And do they have another land? They do. So they have 2 cards left. They have a Blood. They're also not close to making a Merit large, which is good. Discard this tap land. Don't think I need to top on upkeep because I'm just going to Shorikai first anyway. Let's just draw. Okay, there's a Battle Ball. That's really good. Discard Plains, and then, yeah, next turn we can Soul Guide Lantern. So now I can play map. Probably going to play Colonnade this turn that I get off the map if I have enough mana. So you play map, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts. So that's 5, 6, 7. I don't have enough mana. But I can still play map, play Battle Wall. So these crew as they were power 3. So one more and I can crew this. Also just kill them soon. Okay, let's just go map. Yeah, the Battle Wall. And then next turn I have infinite mana too. I think I can actually play land so I can activate top. And then attack for 2. Okay. We could still lose potentially, but it's going to be pretty tough from this position. Okay, they loot away an Archon, but if they bring back Archon, can probably beat that. They need to reanimate it right now. And that lets us draw a card off Esper Sentinel, probably. Okay, we get hit for 1, and then we get to Soul Guide Lantern away the Archon as well. Might as well activate top 2. I don't think it matters too much though. Oh, Pyrokinesis, killing all my mirrors, but not my Esper Sentinel? Because they don't want me to deal more damage with Battle Ball? Okay, it's fine. They pay 1, but they exile a Ragavan. Yeah, their deck is sweet too. Oh, there's Urza and Portal. I can just cast Portal still, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can I activate? I can activate Shorikai. I can just do everything, I think. And everything, I mean, I can Portal and I can also cast Soul Guide Lantern. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Island, cast Soul Guide Lantern. So we can do this, discard, play land, Academy, Portal you, and then I think I'm just going to Soul Guide right now. I guess I could have Soul Guided first. Get that Archon out of there. Okay, we got him. Whew! That game one made the whole match scary, but our deck is really, really good. We have a couple ways, 3 ways basically, drawing Academy or map plus Golos. We have a lot of ways to find that. Like pretty much every card in our deck is an artifact that goes with it. We didn't even draw Tinker, we didn't draw Mox. We did draw some Mana Vaults, but looking good. 1-0. See you in round 2. All right, welcome to round 2. We're against Zopa. Would you like to play first? I very much would like to play first, and we have either a turn 2 Urza, Tinker. We have like so many options with this hand. Probably just putting a Battle Ball into play on turn 2. Do I just Mana Vault go? I think so. They can't even really Thoughtseize me. Yeah, Mana Vault's pretty broken. just tinkering for Battle Ball is going to be the best. I can also play Expedition Map, get Academy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I go 4 mana. Let's think about this for a second. Make sure I'm doing it right. I can't quite. Oh, I can actually go. I can go Urza, Chalice on 0. Then I have a Construct. Let's see. Blue, blue, Mana Vault, 1 floating. Play Urza. Yeah, 1 mana floating. And then I have the Construct. And then I Chalice on 0. And then I go tap Construct, tap Chalice on 0, sack Chalice on 0 to tinker. Sorry, let me make sure I can do that one more time. Play Island, play Urza, play Chalice on 0. And then I have 1 mana floating. I tap Chalice on 0 using Urza, tap Construct using Urza. I guess I got by Snuff Out, but then even then I'm fine. So let's just do it. Urza. Chalice on 0. Oh, they do have Snuff Out. Okay. Oh, I didn't even. Oh, yeah, I would have needed a Chalice on 0, but now I can just Expedition Map and tinker next turn. Oh, now I can't even tinker next turn because I don't have another untapped land. So I got by literally Snuff Out. Okay, I mean, I'm still doing fine, but. Oh no, I can Expedition Map for Academy and then Academy away my Mana Vault. Oh no, I still. Oh no, I have to Chalice on 0 to do all that, and then I can sack the Chalice on 0. Okay, okay, we can do stuff. And then I can Battle Ball and then attack for a lot with my Construct. They're at 13 already because of the Snuff Out and Fetch Shock. Are they going to kill this? Oh, they kill my Expedition Map. Wow. I'm getting destroyed. Okay, I cannot pay. And there's the portal. Okay, at least it wasn't the Battle Ball. Now I go. Just, all I can do is Chalice on 1. They really broke up my line though with it, even though they were tapped out. With Stuff Out, I did mention it. I did mention it prior. I was thinking about it, but decided what are the chances they have Snuff Out? It's not that high. Okay, Preacher is fine. So I think I still want to just put a Battle Ball into play. I guess I'm just sacking Mana Vault. Can put a Battle Ball into play, or I can just play Karn minus make a token. Just gonna put a Battle Ball into play. I can also go Golos, get Academy, but they're at 10 already. This makes my Construct huge. So now they kind of have to block my Construct, or they just die to the Battle Ball damage, and then, yeah, Battle Ball's still swinging for 12. And I still have Karn. They Bloodchief Thirst the token, but they need to kill this too. Otherwise, they take 4 off the trigger. So they need another thing. And then I still have Karn. This draw was just insane. They broke up my turn to Urza into Tinker though. They tear asunder my Battle Ball. All right, so I can trade. They're offering 2 trade for Preacher, but I don't know if I want to do that because of Karn. I mean, I don't really want them to make more Bamps. I get blown out by like a path, but they don't have that, I don't think. They have the path, the swords. Okay. Go. Not going to attack. They've just had like everything. I'm like, as long as they don't have this. Empty. And then they can't attack with their vamp, luckily. But this game's trample. Why did this not trigger? Oh, because it didn't attack a player, it attacked Karn. Well, if I block with my mirror, I can plus the Karn, then they have to attack it again. They have one card left. Okay, there's a Kappa. And I can cast Kappa, luckily. Plus Karn. Ooh, Mox is actually decent. Sensei's top is the card exiled. So let's see. I can go play Mox, no pitch, then play Kappa, and then attack with my Construct. Then they have to chump. But I can also just stay back with Construct if I play Mox, and then I have two big blockers. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I have to sack it. I could have played it afterwards and gotten a counter. I just punted. Okay, well, I also could have made my Kappa unblockable, but I just chose not to. So I'm kind of punting again. Now they can kill my Karn. I'm still potentially okay, but I should have had the Mox in hand. I was thinking it was the other Mox, the imprint Mox that I could just play and have him play, and I don't need to. Should have read my card. Just punting here. They pitch a Reclaimer. They exile an Emperor of Bones. Okay. So I can't even block. I have to let Karn go. And then an artifact kills them. Okay. Okay. I almost like punted that one with every decision I made. It was like, I'm going for the high value line as long as they don't have X. And they always had it. Every time. From turn one, when they were tapped out, I was like, as long as they don't have Snuff Out, I get to put Urza into play and a Battle Ball into play. And then they had the Snuff Out. They broke up my combo. Then that really slowed me down. And then they Wither Blue Command my Expedition map. I can't get Academy. That slowed me down. Then they had Bloodsheath Thirst, Terror Thunder, Plow, all in the same turn in order to stop my quad block on the Preacher. So it was like insane, like how good my draw was, but how good theirs lined up against mine in order to almost win that game. And then if they could have triggered Preacher over and over and made more 1/1 lifelinks, they might have even been okay. And I punted on the Mox Diamond to almost throw it. If I just drew a land, I could have lost. Jeez, okay. So they do have like empty Preacher, Reclaimer, all that type of stuff. Again, this is just Wrath of God. Seems kind of good to me. And Johnny seems kind of good too. Can just take out Blade Splicer for Wrath. Because I could see similar board states where they have to like play Preacher, play Empty, they have a Reclaimer in play. Maybe they're kind of doing the thing with Reclaimer. And then I can just Wrath. I think that's all I want. And I would be pretty disappointed to not 3-0 with this deck too. I think this deck is really, really strong. They're on the play. I get to draw a card per turn and then draw a card off star, and I have like incredible mana, like explosiveness if I draw any threat. But maybe this hand doesn't do enough. I think it's good enough. They're on the mulligan. I have a colonnade I can just start activating. I can turn on Opal really fast. I don't need to tap vault. I'm missing the threat, but if I draw like anything, even Battle Ball or maybe even my 9-drop, I could potentially cast it. Okay, well, I'm getting duress here, but it's fine. I still have Shelldock and Colonnade too. I take the Mana Vault. And do I just leave Colonnade pass? Or do I get Star down? I think I just start playing my tap lands. Don't think I need to play Opal yet. Emperor of Bones, the Exile Vault, sure. There's Portal that now I cannot. Now I am not close to casting. Let's just go Shelldock. I guess Battle Ball. You cannot play lands off this. You may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Pretty sure you cannot play lands. Battle Ball or Kappa? I think I want Battle Ball. It's a good one to have under there. And then let's go. I just played a land. Of course. Star Pass. Could potentially crack Star next turn. It's also another artifact to turn on this Opal. Okay, are they gonna reanimate next turn? We need a Soul Guide? No, they're not. Okay. So we're just gonna hit for 2. We have Wrath of God in our deck now, so this is good. Archives. I think I wait on the star still. They're not doing that much. They only have 2 cards in hand. They're just going to hit me for 4. They didn't want to exile anything from their graveyard. I guess makes sense. Okay, well, we're going to have to draw something here. Kappa Academy on the bottom of our library. Just drain for 2 and then get a land. Okay, they got an Othari. They don't have Rebels though, as far as I know. They get a Caracas, I guess. Or a Mortuary. Then they hit for 2, hit for 4, hit for 2, then hit for 4. So we go to 12. So we're gonna have to find something here. Draw with star next turn. Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah, next turn they can actually Emperor of Bones back with Thari. So Dam would be really good draw. Not legendary, okay. Right, let's go add blue mana. I mean, we just drew nothing. I'll cycle this tower later, the end of their turn. I don't think there's a reason to cycle it now. So I get Otharied here. Oh, they could have Otharied. Okay, this could save me. Oh. They're messing up. They're just adapting? They're just hitting for 6. They literally could have Otharied me. Okay, let's cycle tower. Okay, there's and a Johnny that can potentially keep me alive. I guess they can bounce it, but I can block with that. Man, 24 cards in library, close to Battle Ball, but not quite. I can also leave up Colonnade to trade with the Emperor of Bones. Maybe that's better than playing a Johnny. I can also leave up Colonnade, block the Scrapwork Mutt. I think I just leave up Colonnade. Let's just pass the turn. They could easily have a snuff out here. But if I played a Johnny, they can go bounce it, snuff out. Terrace under that. Okay, well, now I'm dead. All right. Kept a sketchy hand, got to rest, and then still didn't do anything regardless. So that was rough. Just didn't function. Could have mulliganed. Also kind of tilting that opponent just didn't know how to use Emperor Bones. I mean, I've made some mistakes already this draft, so that's part of Magic. Blade Splicer, I guess, blocks a lot of their creatures. It just like gets me on board, but damn, kills everything too. Is there something that like I don't want? Something else? Because then I could play Blade Splicer. I think I'm fine. And I think my deck is pretty insane. They have Terrace under, but that's fine. Straw is just like insanely fast mana into Wrath, and then that's it. I can get an Academy and just have so much mana, but I can't really do anything with it. I could see losing with this hand potentially. I mulligan to 6. I was just thinking with this hand, if they like empty or something, I can just Wrath it if I need to. They keep 6. I want to play Mana Vault 2 to play around Duress, and then I can just crack map next turn. Yeah. So I could still tap Mana Vault to crack map here if I need to. This draw is just live for so many, for anything in our deck, because next turn I can already get Academy and play it. And just have like ridiculous amounts of mana. Currency converter. It's actually pretty good. So it's map for Academy. Play it. Play currency converter, and then activate right now, pitching Mox Diamond. And then if it's a non-creature, non-land, I start making 2/2s. And then if it's a land, I make treasures. Okay. We're duress proof, and we have top now. We have so much mana too. Not a bad turn too. Wrath in hand. We have Mox Opal, so we can cast Wrath. Deathrite Shaman, sure. Okay, let's upkeep spin top. There's Urza. and Soul Guide Lantern. That's going to have to be good enough. That's really good. So let's go land, then Soul Guide Lantern, then Urza, then draw it, and then I can spin Urza. My top card's Soul Guide. I don't think I need Soul Guide Lantern. So I can go Urza, one floating, tap Mana Vault, tap Opal, spin Urza. Oh, I don't even need to tap Mana Vault, because I can just use the Urza ability to tap my other artifacts. Oh, I did the wrong ability. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want to leave top untapped and tap my card construct? Probably. And then spin. Nice. Now top activation up as well. Pretty sick. Okay, they have 4 mana. Omnath. Thieving Skydiver kicked. So they can gain control of a construct just to kill it. Okay. They just get a 1/1 though. Then let's spin. There's a Tinker. Okay, I can just kill. Oh, and the portal that I don't need to draw. I mean, I guess I could just cast portal. Just hard cast it. I guess I can draw portal and Tinker here. Because I can just tap my top to draw and play both of them. I think it's going to be enough. I don't think I need to Tinker this turn also. And Blood Sheets, there's that, sure. I'll draw 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine mana portal. You sack all your creatures, all construct, and attack for 1. And then next turn I can Tinker for Battle Ball. Sick. Okay, nice. Game 2, that might have been on me, honestly, keeping that hand, but I felt like it had potential. But again, our deck is so powerful, as you can see with these draws, that maybe mulliganing for better is the play. But I think what it was is that we just drew poorly. We just drew a lot of lands. So even if we had mulled the 6, kept a good 6, gotten to rest, and then drew a lot of lands, it might not have worked anyway. We just got to rest into like medium pressure. And then this game, we really were able to go off from a kind of sketchy 7-2, but it you know, it was an insane turn 1 of turn 1 map with the ability to crack, but I also played Mana Vault. What did I do on turn 1? Plains, Mox, Expedition map, and play Mana Vault, pass. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, this deck just has so much synergy. We have the Urza, we have the Karn, we have the Academy. The one thing we're missing is the Urza Saga. But 2-0, one more match win to win this draft. If I win the next match, there'll be another draft, and then I have to 3-0 that draft as well in order to win the 64 man. Um, it's already getting not late for me, but getting there. So if I end up doing well in this whole thing, I'll be up late tonight. So hopefully no misplays due to that. But 2-0, see you in round 3. This is fun. All right, welcome to the finals of the first draft. We're against Punishing Waterfalls. I'm going to keep this hand. It's not very good, but this hand has a fair amount of live draws too. If we draw more fast mana, we can get Golos out. We can play a turn 1 Ballista. Looks like our opponent has Mox too. Mox, Underground Sea, pretty scary. Horse and Legionnaire, not scary against Ballista. All right, now I'm just going to play a Talisman on 1, and then I can play a Ballista on 2 on turn 2. So let's go play Island, play Mox Diamond, discard Plains, play Talisman, pass. Now our hand just came together because now I can Ballista on turn 2 for 2, and then Golos on 3. Oh my god, nice. I guess I won't be able to kill that, but still looking fine. Opponent only with 2 cards in hand. Let's go Ballista for 2. And then they have to activate right now. Oh, Force of Will, their last 2 cards. Okay. We still could be okay here, though. They can hit for 6 next turn, hit me down to 11, but then I can Golos. God, I have something crashing through. I have ivy in my backyard, and I always hear like a cat or something just like crashing through it. Okay. Fast pressure backed up by a Force of Will, pretty good, but is it enough against this Golos? They have this so they can draw a card and hit for some damage. Oh my god. The top deck days, this is so brutal. That is so brutal. I feel like my opponents are like, they're just top decking the answers so consistently. The Force of Will, like, okay, that was good. Early pressure, Force of Will, but then top deck the days with 1 mana up after leveling was so brutal. Force of Will on the Ballista just really hurt. All right. We saw Mox. We saw Porcelain Legionnaire. So that's 2 targets already for Lauren. It's probably enough to bring in. I don't want to sideboard too much. I think I'll just try this. Okay. Fan looks fine. Not really explosive, but I think it's definitely good enough. Punishing Waterfalls, I forget who it is, but I know they're a grinder. I know they're a good player. I think I just lead Archives here. I can go turn 2, like, Talisman into Esper Sentinel or something. Ballista. Ballista does seem pretty decent against them. But I think I need lands. Lands and better stuff, bigger mana. Memory Lapse. Memory Lapse is good, but I still want to just like develop my mana now. See if I get dazed. Nope. Okay, nice. Porcelain Legionnaire. Okay, it's fine. Or Johnny actually handles that pretty reasonably. So now I'm just going to go play a Johnny, leave up Memory Lapse. If they force a build there, I would have just blown them out with Lapse, especially because I have the Esper Sentinel. If I draw another untapped land, I can Chalice on 2. I probably don't want to just Chalice on 1 next turn. I want to make more mana with the Chalice, so I'll just wait on it. Need to leave up Lapse, though. Should probably switch to the basics that I like to use when I'm playing Cube. Maybe we will for the next draft. I don't mind these for Cube, though. Bitter Triumph. So we'll see if they pay. And then I think I just lapse it because it like takes their entire turn and then allows me just to play my Chalice. It's kind of annoying for them too. To draw Bitter Triumph. I feel like they kind of have force. Maybe not. Right, now I'll just Chalice on 2. And then I'll play Star. I think I won't pop it. I think I'll pop it next turn. And I think also just no attack. No attack from them either. Okay. No Bitter Triumph either. We're gonna do it now. Lauren. Okay, that's a great draw. Do I want to sack my star to draw first? I think so. Tinker. Okay, let's lead on the Lauren. See if that gets countered. And then I can Tinker. Yeah, Force of Will. They can pay. And then I can Tinker. Tinker sacking Talisman? Yeah. And then do I get Battle Ball? I could just get Portal. And then I can start bringing back Lauren, Legionnaire, and if they kill my stuff, I start bringing that back too. I think that's safer. Because if I get Battle Ball and they kill it and then Wrath, I could lose. But this way, yeah, this doesn't really work because now I can just bring back a Johnny next turn unless they deal with my Portal. Okay, they concede to Portal. Nice. Okay, one more. That was obviously an insane draw. We drew Lauren plus Tinker, so we baited the Force of Will, which it felt like they had it the whole time. But that was nice. I think I leave the Lauren in. Might not be that good against them, but because they have Mox, they're obviously not setting out Mox, and then we know about Legionnaire and they may have other targets. We have these kind of like value cards too, but I think we want to just keep our list like pretty tight and just be all artifacts. Just stick to our theme. Let's go. We got this. One more game win. All right. Well, definitely keeping this hand. Sucks to have Portal in hand, but we'll just draw Academy, right? I think I even want to go like Colonnade, Mox, play Sensei's top, turn 2, Island, pass, then have top up. Opponent has mulliganed every game, but they're probably mulliganing aggressively for these good hands that they've had, where I'm just like keeping these mid hands. I mean, this hand's pretty good. All right, well, maybe we might need to leave up laps on one. So I don't really want them just to play a 3-drop next turn. And then I can still go top spin next turn, or just play colonnade pass. Might have hardcast days up here. Pass the turn. Bowmasters. Kind of want to just lapse this, slow them down, especially because they're on the mulligan. Him, get rid of my portal and my soul guide lantern. Could be a lot worse. Now I have a Lauren next turn. Let's go top, spin top. There's a Tinker. Nice. Nice. So we're going to want to Tinker next turn and play around days. We know one of their cards in hand is a Bowmaster. So that being the case, I need to put Archive last, Tinker second, draw Island, play Colonnade. So that way I have Island in hand, and then I draw Tinker, and then I can play Island, Tinker with 4 mana total next turn. So Archive goes last, then Tinker. Oh, then Island. I just did it in the wrong order because I thought this was a Ponder, and I thought I was drawing a card. But I kind of wanted to Lauren next turn anyway. Now I'm drawing Island. Time Walk. Okay, opponent's deck is insane. Snap him would be annoying. I guess I can just still draw with top if I want to. Oh, I should have done it in response. That's what I was thinking I was going to do, and then I forgot about that. Okay, kind of choking here. I think I'm still just going to go play land, play Lauren, actually. Kill the land, and then have a 2-1. They might force this also with their last 2 cards. Oops. Now killing the land leaves them with like basically nothing. And then I could spin top and then just Tinker next turn. Force and Legionnaire is fine. So now I can't even get forced and I can't get dazed. I can just take 1 and then I can just portal this. Do I sack Mox Ruby or do I sack my top? I think I sack the Mox Ruby. Could have spun top there and I just didn't, huh? Playing loose. Just feeling the pressure, I guess. Oh, I don't have the portal. Oh my god. I have Battle Ball though. I guess spinning top doesn't really matter because I was gonna Tinker anyway. But yeah, we'll just Battle Ball here. Would have loved to portal, but got himmed, so can't really complain. And then I can't attack. And then I'll spin. I don't really want to draw with top into Bowmaster, I don't think. Gotta remember Bowmaster. Spin. There's an Archives into a Shorakai. They do have Bowmaster, but I mean, I'm going to be slamming in with Battle Ball here. So I think I'm fine to Shorakai. I'm going to need an answer to that Bowmaster anyway. I guess I can mill the Shorakai. I think that's better. So I'll go Star, Shorakai, Archives. And then I'll go attack with just Battle Ball only. Tap 4 things. Hit you to 13. I have an 8-7. Yeah, they chump. And I archives away the Shorokai, graveyard. I could spin now. I don't really see a downside to. There's a shell dock. I'm not that close to shell docking, but I can clear the top of my library and get closer to this Golos. I can't play another land this turn anyway. I don't really want to let them draw a card and ping a Mirror or a Lauren down. So I think I'm just going to draw. Because I could draw with top, play Talisman. That allows me to play Golos next turn. And then get Academy. Which is really good. I lose one mirror, they get another chump blocker. I think it's worth it to just play this board as is, and I should be in a great position. So I think it's put back Talisman, Star, Shell Dock. That's the turn. Wow, they're drawing. Have a time walk in the graveyard. You draw land. Strix is good. That trades for my battle ball. Gonna be able to start colonnading soon though. I could top right now in order to see if I want to change anything for the shell dock. I think that's fine. I mean, I guess I can't really do anything anyway. All right, I'll just hit Chromatic Star, I guess. Or the fourth card. Mana Vault. I think I'll take Star. And then spin again. There's Kappa. This is any artifact, does it, right? Nice. Ballista is obviously what I want, though, and then Kappa. So Lotus Petal. Wait, I could Ballista on one here. But next turn I can just Ballista on two, killing Bowmaster and Baleful Strix. I could just go no attack this turn. I mean, I guess I can just attack with your Battlespell, hit for 4, trade for Baleful Strix. Next turn, play Ballista on 2, kill both of these, attack with everything. That's honestly probably better because I still hit for damage and trade for Baleful and still get to kill these two. Okay, they're at 9, they trade. I have Ballista on top. They just aren't drawing too much, it looks like. Ballista for 2. Doesn't get hit by days. And then attack. Kill this. Attack with everything. So they can activate Tar Pit, block 1, but then I can just shoot the Tar Pit down. Fine with that. Kill your land. And then next turn I can Kappa or Golos. I can't quite do both. I think I actually just Kappa here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just attack with all. Play Kappa. Oh, I should have attacked with one less for days, but if I get dazed, I get dazed. I'm still in a really good spot. Wow, they actually had an answer. They're still pretty much dead. Tribal Flames themselves. GG's. Woo! Like I said, I was going to be pretty disappointed if I did not win this. Opponent's deck was sick, but I think our deck was just literally insane. This is I had a different deck in one of the feeder leagues that was mono green. You can check it out. Got to the finals and then lost actually, 3-0 into loss. But I think this deck is better than that one. I think this is the best deck I've had. Multiple pieces of power, the Tinker package, Shelldock, Academy, Urza, just like everything you want in this deck. And I think what happened was I just got incredibly lucky and rewarded because early on in the draft, it was like I took the Urza and then, maybe it was pick 3 or 4. 4, we got the Mana Vault, but I said, I think pick 3, I was like, oh, I just kind of want to go in, take the Esper Sentinel, and then if Blue White Artifacts is open, I can just dive in. So I took like kind of a sketchy pick in the Esper Sentinel, but then it just happened that nobody else was drafting this Blue White Artifact based deck. And I got everything like the Tinker and the Academy late. Not to mention the pick 4 Mana Vault, which I think there's no excuse for that unless the pack was like multiple pieces of power and then the person third just like needed something for Reanimator. But otherwise, I don't think you should ever pass Mana Vault that late, as you saw what we did with this draft. Okay, so 3-0 the first draft. Second draft will be starting after these last 2 matches finish. So I'll see you in draft number 2. We'll be back. All right. Draft 2 starting right now. Okay. I would still like library a fair amount. If it's in your opening hand and you can pair it with acceleration. I had this in one of my previous drafts that I recorded on the channel recently, and people were telling me, "Oh, you should pair it with cheap cards." And I hadn't thought to draft around library as much, like in that strategy. Oh, here, wait, we have to save this. I think I already saved it. Let's screenshot this. And let's look at the rest of the pack. I'm going to take library. There's fetch land, black, green fetch. Otherwise, there's nothing that crazy. There's Spell Pierce, Dark Ritual, Triome, Ulamog. I don't think I really care like what we'll wheel out of this pack. Let's just see what our pack 1 pick 2 is going to be here. Okay. There's a lot of options. Wow, this pack is strong, and I can go a lot of different directions. There's Palace Jailer, there's Steam Vents, there's Stern Scolding, there's Gristlebrand. I'm kind of leaning towards Palace Jailer and seeing if either Mono White or some deck along those lines is open, or just taking and playing Palace Jailer. Could just take Steam Vents because I really like blue decks. For the same reason I could take Stern Scolding. There's also True Name Nemesis, Noble. These are other cards I guess you could take. I think it's kind of between Palace Jailer, Steam Vents, Gristlebrand. I don't really want to go into like Reanimator necessarily with Gristle. I think I'm leaning towards Palace Jailer. I think this card's still really good. The Monarch's a pretty busted mechanic. You get to deal with one of their threats. We don't have to, be white and play it, but just going down that road seems good. All right, now I'll take a white fetch. There's also a Tali here. If I had taken Gristlebrand, I probably would have just slammed a Tali. Library, Gristlebrand, a Tali. That'd be a decent start. But I think I'm just going to Windswept Teeth here. We'll see if Virtue or Oust comes back. There's a Shadowy Backstreet as well. Yeah, it's just Windswept Teeth here. All right, now this is a pretty easy Ajani for me. Our cheat into play monsters deck would have been pretty insane too. Crystal Brand, Atali, Emrakul. But just going to slam a Johnny. A Johnny, I think, is really, really strong. And Library, Windswept Teeth, Palace Jailer. Perfect follow up for a Johnny. There's a left portico. Maybe that'll come back. And we'll see what else. All right, now this is an easy pick for me. I'm going to slam Mother of Runes. Just like the first draft, when I took Mother of Runes, I said, okay, I had a Johnny, pretty similar. I can take Mother of Runes and then potentially I can go into mono white. And I had the option at that point in the draft. I had the Mother of Runes and I could have gone into artifacts and I could have gone into mono white. And I chose in the following picks to take some artifact cards over the mono white cards. But here, Palace Jailer, Johnny, Mother of Runes, we're kind of just going down the mono white path to start. We have a Windswept Teeth, so we could change direction potentially, but yeah, it's just Mother of Runes here. I guess Portable Hole goes best with what else I have. I think this card is fine. There's Touch as well. I don't think we want a Titania or Primeval Titan. And I don't think any other card goes with what we have. So I think I'm just going to take Portable Hole and just keep taking white cards. Hopefully, just mono white is open in this draft, and then we can just go into it. I feel like it's a decent library deck. Kind of look for more cheap cards and just all the best mono white creatures. Let's go. Okay. There's literally nothing here for us. There's a Watley, which somebody played and flipped and killed me with. Could just take Colonnade at this point, though. I think that's what I'm going to do. Watley maybe goes better with what we have so far. Not really. I know I just said I just died to that card recently, but I'm not really that impressed with that card, though. And just because I have a Windswept doesn't mean I have to be green. I have just all these white cards. I'll just take a Colonnade. Okay. I actually liked Jack Rabbit a lot. My brother was drafting and he goes like, "Oh, we should like take a Jack Rabbit here now." And there's myself and another one of our friends on the call, and we both go, "I don't even know what that card does." Two mana plus X, 1/2, Ravenous. If it attacks, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit equal to its power, and then when you pay X, it just gets bigger by X for Ravenous. So it's a pretty good 2 drop, and it's like good in the late game. So I think it's just really strong. Okay, now we can take No More Lies and maybe be like blue white, but I actually like Arwen a lot. I think this card is good. It always goes late because it's kind of hard to use, but we have a Windswept Teeth. I know we have a Colonnade too, but I think this card goes better in like a mono white shell than No More Lies. Um, I don't want to accidentally misclick, but it's basically a 3 mana 2/2 indestructible. 1 mana remove an indestructible counter. Target creature gains indestructible, and then put a +1/+1 till end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter, a lifelink counter on that creature, and a +1/+1 counter and a lifelink counter on Arwen as well. So it basically is a 3 mana 2/2 indestructible, but then you can give something else indestructible lifelink for 1 turn with a +1/+1 counter, and this becomes a 3/3 lifelink. Could take Zerta, but I don't think we want to go like infinite at all. I'll just take True Name in case we end up just being blue white. Could take Stern Scolding for the same reason, but yeah, I think with these cards, I want the True Name. And now I'm just gonna slam Virtue. This seems good in our deck. It's exactly what we want. Lush Portico versus Venser, I think. I don't think I'm Satyaing. Is that how you say it? Satya? I think I'll Lush Portico in case I want to play this Arwen. I guess I'll Research Desk. Just hit a Titania. There's a Huatli. Last pick Huatli, huh? Okay, this True Name is kind of hanging out awkwardly. We also have this Colonnade still. But white did seem fairly open. We wheeled the Virtue of Loyalty and we got a late Jack Rabbit. So I'm just gonna continue on the white path and then see what else is open. Man, this is not good. Really want some power and uh, that sort of thing. There's a smuggler's copter as well. Let's see, with staff right now, I have Jackrabbit, Virtue, a Johnny. That's already a fair amount of things, and staff is pretty good. Haywire Might would be fine too. Copter would be fine. Maybe we will one of these if we're lucky. I don't know if we're green white yet, but Outland Liberator, maybe Llanowar, maybe Generous Scent. These are all cards we could potentially play. Lion Sashes, whatever. Okay. I'm gonna slam Wave over Strip Mine here. I could be wrong, but I've just been more and more impressed with Wave. It was kind of like uncovered that Wave was like just the way the cube was going, Wave was like getting better and better. Now the secret's kind of out, how good it is, but it is very, very good. There's been a lot of board states where I'm like, oh, I can't lose, and then opponent plays Wave, and then everything is changed from there. I can't kill any of their things. I can't have any creatures in play for like 3 turns. So yeah, we're gonna slam Wave. Okay, man. By going this kind of mono white route, we're missing out on a lot of good cards because we have to take a weaker card here. There is Teferi, which I could take. I have a Colonnade and I have a Windswept Heath. I could also just take Spellbinder. I wonder if I should take the Teferi and try to splash it. Spellbinder seems kind of like on brand for what this deck is trying to do. I don't know if we're going to want to splash blue. I'll just take the Spellbinder. I'm still going to try to be mono white if I can. And I think Spellbinder is a pretty good card for the deck. Again, there's Urza, Teferi, Bolt, Palantir, Arena of Glory. All these cards are better cards than Spellbinder, but I still think this deck is pretty good. And we're not. We're really getting cut here. I think I'll take a City of Traders and just I can play that. Helps me play these 4 drops a turn early. It's pretty reasonable in this deck. I'm gonna take it. This deck is not looking nearly as strong as our last one though, but it can still come together. It could just be in these last couple packs that there hasn't been that many good cards for mono white, or that we're getting cut. Okay, I'm just gonna take the white card, I think. If I had taken the Teferi, I would take the Hallowed Fountain here, but I actually like Adversary a fair amount in these decks, just because it's kind of like the modal card of 2 mana, 3/1 lifelink, which is pretty bad. But then you also get the 4 mana mode or even the 6 mana mode of like a bomb that kills them. So I'm gonna take it here. I could take Tireless Tracker over it, but I want more cheap cards. And I mean, our only green cards right now are Arwen and Huatley, so I'm just gonna take the 2 drop. All right, Samwise, Mana Tithe, Flickerwisp. So these white cards are coming around. Could have been just those first couple packs were kind of light on white cards. We don't have that much to go with Samwise yet. I still think I want to take it over Mana Tithe. I like Flickerwisp a lot, but I don't really want to take more 3 drops. I want to take more early interaction. I think Mana Tithe is just a little too weak where Samwise is a really strong card. It sucks we had to take Wave over Strip Mine, but still think we want Sam over Flickerwisp. Let's do it. All right. I'm gonna take my medicine here and take the 1 drop. I kind of wanted Timeless Dragon and or even Interrupter, but I really need more 1 drops. This deck like lives or dies on having the 1 drop. So let's take Figure. Really hoping for like a Mox Pearl or a Soul Ring in pack 3 to really get there with this deck. But deck's still looking fine. Let's figure here. All right, Cathar Commando. I'm going to Cathar Commando overnight. Again, I don't even really want to play these green cards I have. I could. I can splash Arwen pretty easily if I want to. But I think Cathar Commando is a good card for us. Take it. All right, now Lion Sash versus Outland Liberator. Liberator is the better card. This card's pretty bad. I guess it's okay in this deck. And if we get a Stoneforge Mystic, we're going to want to have access to it. Over something like Outland Lib, we already just got a Cathar Commando. So let's take the Sash. Again, I don't really want to play it, but I could like main deck it if I was short on playables, but again, I don't want to. Let's get this tree name out of here for now. Unexpectedly absent over Kasali. Yeah, this card's fine. This card's playable. Just gives us a little bit more interaction. Our deck is looking mid right now. I could use a couple more 1-drops. Like I said, some power. That sort of thing. Wow. It's pretty late for Arena. Arena's really strong. I think I'm just gonna hate it. This is gonna be in pod play. I'm trying to take it. Let's take Arena. Reclamation actually can be okay in our deck, I feel like. We have like a lot of good things, a lot of good 2s to bring back right now. And then we have a couple 3s, which we may not play these green ones, but we could get more. So we'll keep a lookout for Reclamation. Okay, there's a Hallowed Fountain coming back late. I'll take it because I have the Windswept Teeth. And nice, got the Mana Tithe back. I'll play that. Awesome. Power. Force of Will that we can't play. No good early cards. We're like close to playing Luris. We'd have to cut Spellbinder, Palace Jailer, Parallax Wave, Virtue. It's like either that or Wandering Emperor. I could just main deck Luris, though. It's not bad. I think it's Luris, Wandering Emperor, or maybe Horizon Canopy, but I don't think I'm taking Canopy. Wandering Emperor does seem okay in our deck. We're not like that aggressive. I want to play Palace Jailer, Parallax Wave. I don't have to play Virtue or Spellbinder, but I want to play those are two of my better cards. Maybe I should just take Emperor. Maybe get lucky enough to wheel the Luris. Could have tried to wheel Emperor, I suppose. Okay. Getting past a piece of power. We'll take it, obviously. Allows us to play some of these 2-drops on turn 1. That is a big gift. Getting no power in the second draft of a 64 is rough. Obviously, we used all of our luck in the first draft. Our deck was insanely good. But we're going to need another good draft here. There's good players in here, some of which I recognize their screen names. So we're going to have to beat some other good players. We already had to play through Punishing Waterfalls and other good contenders. Hopefully wheel this Skyclave. Take the Mox. Alright. Just slamming Dismember. Not close for me here. This City of Traders is actually looking decent because we have now 3 good 4-drops that we can accelerate out with it. But yeah, let's just slam Dismember. Not exciting to take like removal over a good threat necessarily, but yeah, I'll take the Council's Judgment here. Are we playing 1 Forest Arwen right now and not playing Quatley? I think probably yes, but we'll see how our playables look. I don't think it cost us that much to splash it since we already have Lush Portico. It's kind of just good to play Lush Portico, especially with the Windswept Teeth. All right. Ooh, there's a Beza too. I think I want the one drop. It's not like Thraben is that good, but I think just getting on board early, just making plays at the beginning of the game is what I want to do with this deck. Allows you to function, crack clue, draw if you don't really have good stuff to do. Beza is solid, but let's take the one drop. All right, now we have actually an interesting pick. We have Flooded Strand, Selfless Spirit as the first two cards I saw. But there's a Cadillac here, and I can splash the Cadillac. Let's get this Watley out of here. I can side it in if like they're really good at dealing with like what I'm doing. I just want a value, but I don't want to splash with Watley. But I do want to splash a Chariot and an Arwen. Selfish Spirit is fine, but I think Cadillac is powerful enough. This card is really impressing me every time I see it on the battlefield. So I'll take it over Karn, over Selfish Spirit, and Flooded Strand. Flooded Strand would help me play the Chariot, but gotta get the Chariot in order to play it. All right, I was gonna say there's absolutely nothing here for us, but there is a Razor Verge Thicket, which we'll gladly take. Our fixing's not that good yet. We'll get this Colonnade and this Hallowed Fountain out of here, and put this Dismember on one. Yeah, this looks good. Let's Thicket here. We do have Library as well, which is reasonable. Man, Fabled Passage is so bad in our deck. I don't think there's any world where we want to play Fabled Passage. Kind of leaning towards just hating a card, and I guess this is like the worst card. I don't think I care about leaving Sad Ever with this deck. Could just hate Teferi, but this card actually is good against me, so I suppose I'll take it. I mean, Teferi is good against me too, but I don't want to get Wrath in my mono white deck really. Can't really play a card from this pack. I think our deck is fine. Getting the Mox was huge. Do I want to just like hate a Taiga, hate Smirking Spelljacker, or Counterspell? I don't think I care about Spelljacker as much. I think I'll just hate a land over a counter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening? Could take a Foundation Breaker for the sideboard. We have a Mox Jet as the only way to flashback this Lingering Souls right now. No other possible way. I think I'll still take it. I guess I could play Voice too, but I think more likely I'll side it in. But it seems decent in my deck. Could play like two Forests and play Voice. Random Map does nothing for us. I guess Ephemerate doesn't do anything for us either. Could hate Memory Jar or something, but... Ooh, nice. Got the Beza. I kind of want to just play that. Karn too? Karn doesn't seem that good in our deck, actually. Could side it in, though. If they just have, like, a million removal spells. Okay. Don't think I want Lion Sash. Let's put these lands over here. So this is 15 land Mox Jet right now. 16 mana sources. I kind of want to play 17 mana sources because I have 5 4-drops, which is like an insane amount. Guess I can leave this here, but I also have a lot to do on 2. So maybe 16 land total, including Mox, is fine. But one of them's Library, so yeah, I should play one more. I need to cut one more card. Could just cut voice and side it in, just because of the green mana. And then this way, if I play one forest, I have 4 green sources for 2 cards. I think that's better. I do wanna play one more land. I have good sideboard options though. I have like these. I have potentially Karn, potentially I guess Swatley, but mostly these 3. Let's not play a swamp. So this is how many white sources? 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I don't want to play any more forests, I don't think. All right, I mean, this looks good. Let's pile this, I guess, somewhat respectively, somewhat correctly. I guess putting this on 2, you don't want to play it on 2, but it's not bad to play it on 2. It's like a 2-mana 1/2 if it attacks, make a 1/1. That's a reasonable threat. And then obviously, if you have other stuff to do, you just wait and then play it when it's bigger. Also, if X is 5 or more, you draw a card. So if you pay 7 mana total, you get to draw. Okay, I think our deck looks medium. It's certainly a deck that can 3-0. Mono white is a really good archetype, even when it like might not necessarily look that good. This Bezo looks a little bit awkward, but I think it just does enough stuff that I think it's just good enough. All right, let's run it like this, and I'll see everybody in round 1 of the second draft. All right, welcome to round 4, round 1 of the second draft. I'm going to keep this hand. It's not that good, but we have turn 2 Commando or Sam into turn 3 Wandering Emperor. So it's totally reasonable. This deck is not like our last one though, not like super unfair. On the draw too here. Ooh, Magda, that is scary. A bunch of flash cards though. One option is I could just put Magda on top right now with Unexpectedly Absent. But I can give them 1 treasure and just trade Commando for it. I think just keeping the Unexpectedly Absent is probably better. Maybe not. Maybe just topping it can kind of wreck them. I'm gonna try it. I don't really want them to get a treasure. Fine if they want to. Wow, they're just F6'd. Okay. No days, no force equity. Okay. And then next turn, I get to go play City of Traders, pass the turn, leave up Wandering Emperor. And then I get to go. I could play land, sack City of Traders after adding mana, then play Sam, return City of Traders to my hand. It's pretty sweet. So then I could play like Sam plus Cathar Commando or something on the following turn. I think that that was a good use of Unexpectedly. We'll see. We'll see if they end up playing some other permanent that we care more about. Urza Saga. That is good. Into Magda. I guess I can just Cathar Commando kill it. I cannot quite Cathar Commando, sack it, and Samwise back the Cathar Commando. But I don't want them to make a construct or get mana from this. So what I can do is I can just, yeah, City of Traders kill this, they'll attack. And then on my turn, I could just Wandering Emperor exile this if I want, or, do something else. I think I want to take this line though. Kill Urza Saga. They have a Magda going, which is good, but we should be able to stop that. Vista. Like, get a treasure out of their Magda, something you don't usually see, but that's what it threatens to do. I also want to play Samwise next turn to get my City of Traders back if I can. It's Healy. Okay, I kind of want to just Council's Judgment that. And then maybe not play a land. We'll see. Virtue. Not play a land is pretty loose too, though. I think I'm fine to just give them the Saheeli for one turn. So what I can do is I have 4 mana here. Because I want to play the Portico this turn. So that means I have to play Sam this turn. Means I have to also play the Knight off Virtue this turn. So let's go. Add mana with City of Traders, play Portico, see what we hit. Play Sam. Surveil. I think I want this rabbit. Then I sack City of Traders. And then I Samwise, get back City of Traders. And then also play Virtue of Loyalty, get a 2/2. If they like play a spell and get a 1/1, it's okay. I have to do this now in order to use my mana efficiently. And then Samwise is my ring bearer right now. Sweet. Guess that doesn't really matter. They get another mana off the Magda, which is scary. Wonder if they're like an Academy deck or something. Magda and Saheeli, but probably just blue-red mid, which I think I'm fine to play against. Next turn, if I just go like play Arwen, attack, that could be pretty bad for them. I can also just play Virtue of Loyalty. That might be better. If they attack with Magda, I'll block with Sam. I only have 3 cards left, so I think we're doing okay. Our hand is good. All right, that's annoying. Definitely not playing Virtue. Let's see if they spend the energy correctly. They do. I'm definitely blocking here if I can. Okay, they want that treasure. Let's block. See what they do. If they do nothing, I'll just do nothing also. And then play Emperor, and then on my next turn play Jackrabbit. Because I can eat this Thurbo when they attack with my Flashed in Knight. I'm going to try to make a 2/2 and block. Oh, they have Subtlety. That is pretty bad. Not the end of the world for me. They have to do this on their turn. I mean, if I just on my next turn, play a Jackrabbit on X = 3, I have a 4/5 that's threatening to attack and make 4 1/1s. And then I can even Arwen onto a Lifelink and get an extra 1/1. And then I can just have the Wandering Emperor still. And I have Virtue of Loyalty Jackrabbit. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah, next turn, oh, they have another counter. All right, I mean, I'm kind of getting just tempoed out here. I only have one card left. My hand is still good. So I can make a copy of Subtlety right now. Oh, man, it's looking like I should have counseled Judgment the Sahelia, but I was just always a little bit too far behind. My draw was just a little bit too slow. It just kept me off balance. But this game's not over. They're just hitting for 5 here, looks like, most likely. Ponder, they shuffle. They only have 3 mana also. And I can counsel Judgment the Sahelia, but I don't want to just like only do that. If I draw a land, then I can play both of these, which I'll do. If not, I'll probably just pass and then Wandering Emperor on their next attack. What could they be in the tank about here? Maybe playing a land. Should they play another threat that they drew? Should they Sahelia minus to copy a Subtlety to hit for more damage right now? These are all things I guess they could be thinking about. They're doing it. Okay. I don't want to use Wandering Emperor as just a exile gain 2, so hopefully we draw land or another good card to play. Portable Hole. It's not very good. I can also just Wandering Emperor right now, exile Subtlety, and they have to send one servo at Emperor, one at me, or two, yeah, 2 at me. I go to 8. They still have Saheeli. I can't really just cancel Judgment the Saheeli. I could just play Arwen. That threatens to attack their Saheeli and holds back their servos. Then I could draw another creature, but this is good to play after you play other creatures generally if you can. The problem is like if I just go pass, they're not going to attack with Subtlety into Wandering Emperor most likely. I can play Portable Hole. I can play Virtual Loyalty, which is not good. Because I need to do something about their board. But then if they don't attack with Subtlety, can they really even attack with their servos also? I need like another counter. I am going to play Portable Hole. Just it's a really bad Portable Hole, but would have been good when they had the Magda. I'll just pass. Wait for them to attack. If they have another counter, then I can't do anything about that really. Because playing Wandering Emperor before attacks, they get to attack Emperor, so I kind of have to wait. They could be kind of out of gas at this point as well. I mean, maybe they have another counter and I'm just going to lose, but I mean, I'm playing this card. Yeah. Got wrecked. This matchup seems okay for us though. Our just draw was a little bit too slow and we were on the draw. Nice. Just didn't quite work out. Okay. So Healy also just slowly got us, which was annoying. Okay, I do want voice. Let's also play another forest. And then what do we cut? We have reclamation in our deck too. I think we actually want that still in our deck. Definitely want wave. I think Beza seems okay too. What's the worst card? They have like they have creatures for portable hole. It just the timing didn't work out. They could have other permanents for it too. They played a Magda, but other than that, they had like a lot of counters and stuff. Don't think I want Lion's Ash. Most certainly not. Okay. We got this. Our deck, again, is not that good, but opponent's deck didn't look too crazy either. And it looks like a matchup I kind of want to play against. All right, this hand is really good. This is like good for our deck, that's for sure. Could play a Jackrabbit 2/3 on turn 2 by playing the City of Traders, but then I have to play a main phase Wandering Emperor. But I can also just play land, Samwise, get back City of Traders with Sam. So I think playing the early Jackrabbit is worth it. They need like, okay, well now I can Spellbinder first to see if the way is clear, and then I can Jackrabbit X=2 next turn. It's got to be worth it to play City of Traders, right? Because next turn I can go Sam, get back City of Traders, and crack Clue. I think I'm supposed to Spellbinder too. Maybe they have Force of Negation. They have Force of Negation and, oh, they have Subtlety probably too. Decide if they want to Subtlety this. Glad I didn't Jackrabbit. Force of Will. Pitch Force of Negation. They have Force of Will, Force of Negation, and Subtlety. Wow. That's a lot. Island, Island. Okay. Forest. So let's go attack. It's going to suck if this Samwise gets countered. But then I just keep playing lands. I think that's fine. I have to sack the City of Traders before playing the Samwise, I believe. There's no way to cast it and then play a land or anything. So let's play Plains. Let's play Samwise. Get back City of Traders if it resolves. And then crack Clue. One creature can become the Ring Bearer. I guess I'll put it on Sam. Crack Clue. I don't think I wanted to play a Jackrabbit on X=0 there. Okay, there's Gadgeteer. They could go infinite with that. Now I think I City of Traders, attack with Sam. They can't block, and then I pass the turn, or just play Emperor right now. Also, make a 2/2. Could also just play a Jackrabbit on 2 this turn, then play Emperor next turn. That's probably better. I can attack though, because if they block, I'll just go for Emperor. Okay. Nice. They snap blocked there. It's kind of surprising. Then next turn, I can just go Jack Rabbit X equals 3. If they just path, I don't think I'm going to do that. They're not. The One Ring. Okay, that's pretty good. Really good. They're still going to need to answer this Jack Rabbit. And more lands is not what we want. Okay, let's just go wide, I think. They have protection, no reason to attack. Now they're going to get to draw 2 more cards. The One Ring is a hell of a card. But in blue-red, they have to answer my resolve 4/5. The problem is I have 3 lands in hand. Yeah, the good news is they have no board. They're taking damage off the ring. Threatening. If they basically just need to answer Jackrabbit first thing, because if they can't, I get to make 4 1/1s next turn while attacking with my 4/5. There's the Saga. That's good, but that's okay. Really want to draw any threat next turn too. Parallax Wave, any 4-drop. But I'll settle for any good threat. Legion Extruder. Okay, they can sack their own ring. They're killing my Samwise. That's fine. They can sack an artifact to make a 3/3 blocker. Oh, Chariot, that is a good 4-drop. I can also plus Wandering Emperor onto my Jackrabbit and then make 5 1/1s, or I can plus onto my Samurai token and then attack with both. I think I'm going to plus onto my Jackrabbit, just go all in. Card's really good. Now I'm going to go Plains Chariot. Okay. Go ahead. They have Urza's, or they have Academy? They do. Wow, they have Academy as well. And they can always sack their ring. They can draw 3 and then sack the ring here. Their deck is pretty good, but they're at 9. They need Wrath, basically, in blue-red. This is why mono white can be good in cube, because opponent is doing way more powerful stuff, but can they just answer all these creatures now? We got 1 attacking with Jackrabbit. That might be all we need. And they basically have to sack the ring because they're at 9. Otherwise, they're taking 3 down to 6. I guess they could sack on upkeep. It's making 2 mana right now. Gonna be on the draw next game, which sucks. Gadgeteer just whenever you cast an artifact, investigate. Okay, so they are pretty artifact based. Just hope for a Mox 2-drop draw in game 3. Opponent's in the tank. They have 8 cards in hand. But again, as you saw in our last deck, these artifact decks, you basically are playing all artifacts. So it's hard to have that much interaction. Okay, so Healy's fine. Just gonna attack everything at them. Don't care about Saheeli. That's what they're going to play. I'm fine with that. Discharge targeting the samurai token. Make a 1/1 blocker. Then they can make a. This is now they have 3 artifacts. They're making more mana, but they still can't go. They're still 1 mana short to go tap Academy for 4, activate Extruder and Saga. And I get to attack with Cadillac next turn as well. I can tap my 2/2s or my 1/1s. I probably tap my 2/2s because they can potentially have a 3/3 or a 4/4 here. And I probably plus Emperor onto my Rabbit again. Just keep making more 1/1s. I'll have to try to calculate to see if I can get lethal by putting it somewhere else. Talisman, make another 1/1 blocker. They are kind of doing it. That gives them another mana. So they can go Extruder right now or Saga activation right now. Probably gonna Saga, they do. They make a 6/6. Still not quite big enough. Because I can plus onto my Jackrabbit. They're also at 9 and will have to do this next turn. I guess they can upkeep, draw 4, then sack. This card's just insane. This card is like really what's enabling all this broken stuff. Target artifact you control becomes a copy of another target artifact, except it's an artifact. Get another ring. Oh, then sack that ring. They could have just Legion extruded it on their upkeep. I guess at the beginning of your upkeep you lose counters. Okay. They also have a 5/5. There's Staff. So Staff makes a 1/1. I can Staff and then draw. See what I draw. I don't know if there's that much in my deck. I could draw Unexpectedly Absent. Let's just start with Staff. And then let's draw for Staff. Another land. So let's say if I go tap triple Rabbit plus Spirit, animate Chariot, attack with everything, doesn't matter what this copies. Then they have 3 blockers. They go block Jackrabbit, Chariot, 2/2. Then they take 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not gonna be able to kill them, unfortunately. So I probably just want to plus onto my Jackrabbit. Make more 1/1s, go from there. I can also make a 2/2 to get a counter on this, but I guess I'll still get a counter from the Jackrabbit. And this has first strike. All right, let's crew. Crew 4. Attack them with everything. Pretty sure that's what I want to do. Just make sure I can lethal next turn. I think sending anything at Saheeli seems kind of bad. Could copy a 1/1 flying or a 2/2. I think I want to copy a flyer. Then I get another counter on staff. Then I can play a Razor Verge Thicket. Okay, go. They are still surviving, but they have to still deal with my board and then still kill me. Okay, they can see. Whew. And this card basically soloed them. I mean, not really, but it was the reason why we got there. Man, our deck does not seem that good. But again, Mox into 2-drop draw here. Force of Negation, Force of Will, Subtlety in the Tolarian Academy artifact deck. Wow, that's scary. Portable Hole. I don't really want a Portable Hole like a Legion Extruder. Lingering Soul seems way too slow. Lion Sash seems bad. Voice seems good against all their counters, so I think I'll keep the Voice plus extra Forest. I don't think I want Karn. Don't think I want Quatley. Let's run it back. Yeah, snap keep. This could be a really good Staff of the Storyteller hand. I have to play a little bit fast, but I mean, I'm up on time, I guess. Both players just taking their time. Go for my figure. I like that. Vista pass. Okay, I'm going to attack and then play Staff first so I can trigger it with all my other cards. This could get forced. Because I want to keep drawing cards here. Do they have an actual counter? Mountain. Interesting. They're going to kill the figure? Okay. That's fine. Mountain is interesting. Are they going to like go off with Academy here? Hopefully not. Nothing. Interesting. Ooh, Reclamation is reasonable. I think I want to just I can activate this at any time, right? Yeah, I think I want to just go Plains, attack for 1, pass the turn, and then I can flash in. This card is an instant. The 2-mana card is an instant. I can flash that in and draw with Staff. So I'm still committing to the board and adding to my Staff counter. I'm still doing like everything I want to do. That's not what I wanted to see, but I can Council's Judgment it. So hopefully they don't have 4. So I should have. Okay, well, this is fine. Let's just flash this in, get a counter. This could be a good Virtue of Loyalty game too. Draw. Like Samwise, sure. Definitely just gonna Council's Judgment the ring. Hopefully they don't have a force. Although it's reasonably likely that they do. Okay, they're F6'd. I could draw now to play around like Tidebinder. Library is interesting. They have protection. I'm liking our position in this game, actually. We dealt with the ring, which is really the scariest card. And we have Staff going. We have the Samwise. We have a Johnny coming down. Reclamation for good value. And we have Virtue. Let's see how the other matches are going. Or the last remaining match. King of Fae, Mandrelman, and Wiz are winners. Okay, there's a Saga. Saga into Extruder Kill Knight. That's fine. Mox Opal. Okay, they can make a 3/3. Whew, Chariot. Big Chariot, huh? I kind of want to a Johnny right here because if it gets countered, then I can just Reclamation it back, and then I can also just leave up Samwise. I guess I play Library. I'm close to like drawing cards to be able to activate it. Just not quite yet. I'm gonna be playing a lot of cards, so put a counter. Do I want to draw right now? I think so. Could draw something I want to play. Not a bad card though. It was tempting just to play the Chariot this turn, but I think this line is fine. It puts a lot of bodies in play also for Virtue. They're sacking the Mox, make a 3/3. They can't really attack into my cat though, because then I get to flip a Johnny. I guess they can. I can also block, double block with a Johnny and then Sam back the Johnny. Okay, well, I get to Sam it back anyway, which is really good. Now do I go Sam double block the Golem? I think no, because oh wait, they can make a car instruct. I think actually yes. I want to just keep trading off here. Let's get back a Johnny. Go for the double block. I would choose a creature to be ring bearer. I'll choose Spirit. It's double block. My Beza's not really turned on at all right now. That's okay. Next turn I can go a Johnny plus Chariot into Virtue. Seems really good. Ooh. Wandering Emperor as well. I don't think they have a counter. I think I just want to play as many things as I can. Let's go land. A Johnny, trigger staff. And then do I just Chariot here? Yes, I'll just Chariot. Seems really good. Get another counter on staff. Attack for 1. 2 cards in hand to R3, and R3 are really good. I get to keep drawing cards off staff. I get to slam Virtue next turn. They get to fetch something with Urza Saga, hopefully not Black Lotus, but we haven't seen that yet. Feels unlikely. We had the early staff triggering it a bunch. They had the ring, but we had the answer in the Council's Judgment. All right, they're making another car instruct. Makes sense. But I'm gonna outsize those car instructs, assuming I can resolve this Virtue. They get currency converter, sure. Academy, no. Battle ball. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. I don't even think this is enough though. They have a 9/9. They can't really attack because then I block with Cat, flip a Johnny, yeah. Ooh, Jackrabbit as well. I keep like drawing cards I want to play instead of playing Virtue. Let's see. If I Beza, I make 2/1/1s. If I Virtue, I just pump my entire team. If I Jackrabbit into Virtue next turn, I also kind of want to just Wandering Emperor their Battle Ball if and when they attack. I think I'm just supposed to do this. I can Wandering Emperor this like after they attack. I can just chump it. Just attack here. I guess I can draw a card right now. Should have done that first. Didn't end up mattering, I don't think. Don't want to F6 because I can still crew the Chariot. But like I was saying, I do need to play kind of fast. I still think I'm ahead. I'm at 20. Like I said, attacking's, I guess it's not that awkward since they have two 9/9s. So maybe they can just send all. But I can also. We'll see. We'll see what they do. They're looting. Okay. I can also crew my Chariot and block with that. Potentially. So they exile a mountain. The Battle Ball is really not what I wanted to see. It's a Healy, sure. They can also extrude their mirrors into 3/3s. Sure. Can keep attacking with my flyers. This makes fish. If they attack with Battle Ball, Construct, probably just trading for the Battle Ball, chumping the Construct if I can. Triple block Battle Ball. I can also activate Chariot in order to double block Battle Ball, then chump one Construct, take the other one. No, but I want my cat to die for sure. So I want to chump, yeah, cat on Construct to flip a Johnny, because then a Johnny can just make a 2/2 every turn, which is pretty good with my Virtue and just to have chump blockers and everything. And I really want to just tap out for Jackrabbit next turn if I can. I just don't know if I'm going to have that luxury. We'll see what they do. Opponent does have to be wary about time. They're down to 5 minutes to my 8 now, and this game could go on for a fair amount longer. I feel like if I just answer their Battle Ball, I'm fine. Oh, they copy a Construct as well. Smart line. Okay, we're at 16. Oh no, yeah, Battle Ball's an 8/7. So I can go crew by tapping Cat and Spirit. I think I want to do. And then I have. Oh, these are 9/9s, and I'm at 6. I'm at 16, so I have to do a lot of chumping. Let's cancel. Let's see. Oh man. Might not be able to kill Battle Ball this turn. I can also kill Shahili on my turn. So what about losing my Spirit here? I think that might be fine. What about triple block one of these constructs? And then chump chump, take 9, going to 7. I guess I could just take out the battle ball right now because that's going to hit me for extra damage next turn. Don't think I'm able to crew, and maybe I want to attack Saheeli with Chariot because I can copy a token, get another blocker. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I can also Beza here on my next turn. So let's go. I definitely want to kill this. I think I need to lose the Ajani. Block like this. Then they could not kill the Ajani if they want. But then I would get to flip it. Okay. I think taking out the battle ball is good. They have a lot of mana left too. Okay. They have a lot more creatures than me, so I'm definitely going to Beza this turn. So I could Beza, draw, and Thraben Inspector. That's probably what I'm going to do. Let's start with Beza. I get to gain life and make fish. Do I also get a treasure? No treasure. Now I can just play a normal sized Jackrabbit, which will get 1 counter. I want to tap my Beza to crew my Chariot, attack the Saheeli, copy my cat. Start with that. And then maybe start with draw a card, then play Thraben. Yeah. Ooh, Dismember. It could be good. I think I'd rather just play more creatures. It's Thraben. Crew 4 here. Done. Oh, I'm behind on time now. Attack Saheeli. Attack them. I'm at 11. All my creatures on tap though. Copy my cat. Get another counter here. Now I have to tap everything. And now I have 6 because I don't think I'm walking with Chariot. I think I'm just doing some chumping and trying to kill the mirror. I'll leave the Chariot alone. Maybe I should not have 6 though. If they kill one of my things, I might want to crew in response. Really need to watch time though. And gotta remember that they have Legion Extruder as well. But I can start trading for their constructs. And then just keep playing all my stuff out. I can Reclamation the Ajani. Get that back. Which makes 2 more bodies. And it's kind of hard for them to attack into that as well. Okay, I'm up on time again. They have 1,000,000 mana though. What a game. I really want to just stay up on time because I don't want to time out. Golos, sure. Gotta keep in mind that I have a Dismember as well, so if they go for lethal at some point, I can maybe Dismember and attack for the win. Okay, I'm gonna double walk here, and then chump the other one, I think. Could have multi-blocked this, but I didn't want to take too much time and I want more creatures. Oh man. This kills both my things. I forgot about making a treasure. Okay. certainly makes this harder. Okay. I definitely want to Reclamation back the Ajani. I can also Wandering Emperor exile one of these, and I can potentially Spellbinder. Let's go Heath, sack, get Forest, I guess. So if I Reclamation, yeah, let's Reclamation back Ajani. Get a counter. And then I want to just exile one of these constructs, but maybe I don't need to. I think I'll go crew. These. Try to make another cat. Attack you. Make another cat. Trigger. And then I could just go. I could just go Spellbinder. They're gonna sack it, make a 3/3, sure. I think I just am gonna go this and then F6, kill a construct for time reasons. I think this might come down to time here. I'm gonna F6, really gonna try to play to the clock at this point. And then I do want a Spellbinder as well, because that's a way I can just get lethal. Can also just play a big Jackrabbit. 9 mana. Oh no. Oh, just Kappa. Okay, that's something that can kill me. I can dismember that though by taking like my entire turn. Tinker. Oh my god, how is that their hand? Tinker for Mindstone, trigger Kappa. But we can't attack this turn, luckily. Draw for Mindstone. They're down to a minute 30. Trigger Kappa again. They should have waited till next turn for that. It's hard to do everything right here. Let's go Voice. Spellbinder. Plus on Spellbinder. Do I want to crew? I don't think I want to crew and sack in order to get another token. I think I'll just draw. Okay. Pass. They're going to make me make a big block here. Oh, they can sack the Kappa anyway. It's going to be tight. They have a minute left. They can draw, discard. They can extruder to Kappa. They're at 11. They should make an artifact and attack with Kappa. 100%. This Ajani is not doing anything anymore. They're using so much time. They're down to 30 seconds. Whoa. No attacks from them. Okay. Just going to continue to play fast here. I think I can just play this with a million kickers. Oh, okay, when it enters. And then I think I'll... Oh, they're going to try to Kappa kill me? Maybe they can. Maybe I attack with everything. And they can just attack back. I think this is good. This also takes a lot of time for them. And they lose like their entire board. And then all my stuff's going to untap too. Can they get Kappa to a 12-12? I don't think so. Could have maybe dismembered. I'm at a minute. I can exile a creature to gain 2 life. I think I do want to do that. F6. Okay. They have to deal 14 damage to me? I don't think they can. Whew. They ran out of time. Oh my god. 1 minute left on my clock too. What a game. What a freaking game. Can't believe we got that one. Intrepid Adversary just triple kicked, hit with everything. Our deck was doing some pretty powerful stuff. It was mostly just Virtue keeping us in that game though. But Johnny was good, Staff was insane, gave us the resources in order to fight back. They were almost able to get there with Kappa, maybe if they had more time, but they didn't. 2 more. 2 more. Whew! I gotta take a break. I'll be back in a minute for the next round. Oh, what a match that was. Welcome to round 5. We're 4-0. 2 more match wins to go. Would you like to play first? Yes. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. Lead on figure, turn 2, Thraben plus level, and then hopefully draw some lands. Can crack our clue. They mulligan to 6. Stomping around, untapped. Okay. Now I'm gonna go. Maybe I should just Cathar Commando here. Maybe just hit for 1 Cathar Commando. I think that's, especially since they shocked, I think that's a better use of my mana. I don't get my clue in play right now, but that's fine. I still have a lot of good plays like this Portable Hole. Whoa, now Elvish Mystic? I must have just drawn it. Okay. I have a tap land. Just Commando now. Now let's go Portable Hole. Get your thing. Play Thraben over leveling the figure. Hit for 4. Go ahead. Three mana. What is this? Really want to draw lands here. It's an empty. Okay. Into oust. Okay. This puts it second from the top, so I'm not going to draw a land. So I might as well attack. And then no reason to crack clue yet. Oh, I don't want to level. Yeah, I just want to hit for 1. We know our top card is the 3/1. I guess the line would have been no attack, but I think if they want to attack with empty, I think that's okay. Guess I'll just crack clue now. We already knew it was on top, but that's fine. Oh man, that's brutal. And they get to double the empty plus Lelia here. So they don't get to play anything most likely. Discarding Clamp. Okay. Forest. They get to play Forest? Or they already played land? Oh, and this is going off with NT. It's a 5/5 now? Jeez. There's Mox. We still need one more. We still need one more land. Have this Emperor, have this Palace Jailer. I'm like so close to stabilizing yet so far at the same time. Let's cast Mox. They have 2 cards in hand. Could attack with Figure and chump the. This will have trample from the NT though, so I'm probably just taking a bunch of damage. I could attack with Figure, offer to trade for the NT, they won't. And then I could get in for 2, and then I could flash in Cathar Commando and just start the race, and then I have Emperor and Palace Jailer. Yeah, I like this line. I'll level the Figure to 2/2 finally. Pass. Oh no. Dragon? Oh, Blood Parade Charger into. Oh, combo with Lelia. This actually gets a counter, I think, for each card you exile. So if they had exiled more, they would have gotten more counters, but I still think we're dead here. No attack with Lelia? Why? Yeah. Okay, well, I think they should have attacked with more than that. Maybe they just only want to attack with their tramplers here. It's already so much damage. They exiled Chain Lightning, but they can't cast it. They have 8, 13. Oh, they didn't put the counter here, so this doesn't have trample. I think they're playing pretty loose here. This already had trample. Flash this in. They're at 10. Land. No. If I attack with this, they can just escape this. So I can't attack. I only have one spell I can cast. So we just didn't get there on lands. Our opening draw looked good, but we just needed to draw land. And the opponent ousted us and time walked us, made us redraw this, which was brutal. Okay. They got us. Opponent's deck looks sweet. Looks like a reasonable matchup for us though, even though we got smoked that game. I think no sideboard. We could take out Cathar Commando because we just saw like mostly creatures and spells from them. But then what are we bringing in? I guess we could bring in Voice again for value, but it's not as good because they're not really playing counters. Let's just run it back. I need to draw a land with this hand. But I can still just Virtue on 2, and if I can potentially turn 3 Palace Jailer here and do the Samwise City of Traders trick. So I think this is a keep. Again, I need to draw lands, but I think this hand is good. Mox, Mountain, NT. Yep. Just attack. They won't block, and then they'll attack back. They'll probably have a 3/3, but nothing I can do about that. Oh my god, come on. Maybe I can eat like their NT if they attack with it. They're not. Wow. 4th Earlingus is gone. So they get a 5/5 immediately again. I need to draw planes. I straight up have to draw planes for Palace Jailer. I guess I could play Wave first to be safe. Okay, nice. Okay, that is huge. So Palace Jailer, exiling the Lelia. I have 3 creatures back and they have an empty. It's a little sketchy. If I go Parallax Wave, exile both your creatures, they're gone for a while, and then when they come back on my turn, I can eventually Palace Jailer them, but I won't be drawing extra cards. If I naturally draw a land, I'll still be able to Arwen. Palace Jailer with the Lelia just seems a little too sketchy. Just do this now. Could get this too, and then attack with both. Okay, I like it. Okay. Those are gone for a while. I'm not drawing extra cards, but hopefully I can naturally draw land. Okay, I think I'm fine to block here. Okay, they don't even attack. Okay, counter comes off the wave, land. Okay, Johnny's good. Johnny's really good. So now I don't want to attack with both because I don't want to have to level this. So I'll just attack with Knight and then play a Johnny. Guess I'm in kind of a bad spot if I don't draw any lands, but I still have some time. They're not doing much here. They get forest, maybe they needed that. Okay, pop that, sure. Sure, so I can't really wave anymore, but I don't really want to. Anyway. Dismember, nice. Dismember is good. I think I want to just attack with everything. So that's what I'll do. They could block a 2-power thing on my figure, but that's fine. Now that I have this dismember, I'm feeling safer for when my wave comes back down. Yeah, I figured they would just trade off their board. I can also dismember the Emberheart Challenger now, but then they get to multi-trigger this Pop Hatch, which is just, I think, too annoying. Another option is to like, yeah, what if I wave Emberheart right now? No, then they just get a million triggers. So I just let this happen, and then I can sand back my Johnny. Oh, this doesn't die, duh. Okay, maybe this was bad. Thought this was 2 power for some reason. Just getting tired, I guess. Just get this back. Guess I'll have Figure be my ring bearer. Seems good. But now I can dismember stuff without worrying too much. Also, Parallax Wave doesn't even end this turn, it ends the turn after, which is just insane how long it lasts. Okay, nice. So now they can't actually block this, so I can attack and then level, and then a Johnny. They have 2 cards in hand. I think I'm in the driver's seat still. They have a way to prowess this. If they do, I can dismember. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't even level this because I might need to go dismember a Johnny. Okay. Goes Fire Slice here. Okay, so I do need to dismember. Oh wait, no, but I need to dismember these creatures. Maybe this was a greedy attack. Maybe I punted. If I dismember, I save my 2/1 and kill their creature. And then I Johnny. Then then it's their turn. Then their creatures come back on my turn. But if I draw a land, I just get to Palace Jailer one of them. And if I don't, I still get to Arwen Indestructible. So it's not the end of the world. So I think I am going to dismember this. Then they kill my figure. Then I Johnny. And if they attack into my Johnny eventually, I can threaten to flip the Johnny. Noble, sure. And now Parallax Wave finally comes off. Land, please. Land? No. Okay, I think I just Arwen pass. They can get value by like attacking with the Lelia and making a 5/5, but again, yeah, then I'm threatening to flip the Ajani. Or I guess they can make a 6/6, but I can triple block. It's a Mind Collapse. Can be cast this turn. Oh my god, it's so annoying for me. They can kill my Ajani with that. It's a good hit. You discard a land and exile what? Skull Clamp? Okay. So they can cast Skull Clamp main 2, start drawing cards. If I triple block, I'm still threatening to kill this. And then they have to Mind Collapse the Ajani. Then they trade this for these two, and I still have my Arwen. Okay. That's how that all works, right? And if they Mind Collapse one of these, then my Ajani flips. So yeah, I think this is the line. If I kill the Lelia here and then get to Palace Jailer the empty, I'm probably okay. Okay, so I don't get to kill this, but I get to flip my Ajani. Yeah, I want to flip. Then they can play Skull Clamp, right? Yeah. Okay. Then clamp the Noble to draw. Pretty good. Land, please. I need land. Bold the Johnny. Oh, equip Lelia. Shit. Gonna Palace Jailer that anyway. Land. No. Okay. For not being a land, it's good. Let's make a 2/1. Cast Council's Judgment. Hit the Lelia. Pass the turn. No attacks. They can Skull Clamp onto their empty. It's a 4th Aerolingus. It's an Othari. I think that basically kills me. Just needed land. So this hits for 5. I can still Palace Jailer to get out of this with a land. Attacking me, probably. They did not empty. Oh, they're attacking. Oh, both. Both at the Johnny. That makes sense, actually. Okay, so I block here only. Then they gain life. Okay, finally. Is it too late? Maybe. But I can deal with the Othari here, take the Monarch, and go from there. Then no attacks. I cannot let them become the Monarch, because then they get their Othari back. Mother of Runes is good. Trumpeting Carnosaur into a Raptor. It's pretty scary because they can attack. They play Mountain. They'll equip onto Raptor. 5 power. And then they can make it 6 power, get their Othari back. Oh, they did not do that. Wow. Okay. I have to stop them from getting Othari for sure. Okay. Now I just play my cards out. I guess I might need to leave this up, so I can't even Intrepid. Or can I? Because if I Intrepid kicked, then I have 3, 4, 5, 6 toughness. They still get this back if they take the Monarch, right? Yeah, until an opponent becomes the Monarch. Well, if they get that back sorcery speed, maybe that's beatable. So I think I just play my stuff out. It's going to be tough, getting clamped pretty hard here. Oh, they had oust. Their deck was sweet. They got me. My deck wasn't that good. I had I had so many chances to win this game by just drawing a land. I didn't get there. Pretty disappointing to lose in the quarters. They have Time Walk in their deck? Jeez. Okay, we're done. That's it. I don't think there's anything I could have done. I think what I could have done is just draw a land. I guess what I could have done is play Palace Jailer over Parallax Wave. But who knows if that would have worked out. But I would have taken the Monarch early, so I could have actually drawn cards to get out of the Mana Screw. So maybe that was the line that I missed. I was on the back foot this whole game. Opponent's deck was pretty sweet. Just a good aggressive deck. They're splashing this Time Walk. My deck was really not that good in the second draft. I maybe got a little too tunnel visioned on mono white. Great attempt, but end up with nothing after all this. But thanks so much for watching. YouTube.com/NatBolt. Check out the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you want to support me. Thanks so much. Till next time. Peace.